Hi, everybody. How are you? Oh, I gotta pull this up. Whoops, that works. Get the YouTube side of this chat going here. Uh, I hear somebody in the basement. Ah. Well, Anthony knows how to get here. Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just trying to get this set up. There's going to be no echo. Good deal. Hi, Jerry. Good to see you. I have not been going live like I used to, so I figured I'd take advantage of my day off and
go live. Yeah, that's me, crazy brother. Oh man.
Well, I haven't talked to any of you guys since the election.
Yeah.
And this has nothing to do with anything political. South Dakota legalized marijuana medicinally and recreational at the same time. July 21st next year, it is legal.
Damn. Yeah.
We are the first state to legalize both at the same time. And I honestly thought we would be the last state to even have medical. Now we just have to wait because they're, the governor can always, veto it. But the people have spoken. 63% of the voters requested, voted for medicinal, and 52% voted for recreational. So
see, that's just like here. That's why a lot of people hate our governor, because they tried to do the same thing. He allowed the medical, but he vetoed the recreational. And it was 68% of the population of Louisiana wanted both of them.
Yep.
So they're pissed at him. They're ready to hang him from the
Oh, I bet.
Come a re-election time, he's going to be hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Unless he just pulls a rabbit out of his hat and okays it.
Yep.
But yeah.
So,
and I couldn't understand why he did it, because out of our entire party, he was the only Democrat. You think as liberal they're supposed to be, they would have allowed it. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. But
apparently not all liberals are liberals.
Apparently not all liberals are stoners. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, but my thing is, my grandpa said for years, legalize it all, dump it in the middle of town, let them OD, dig a hole, bury them, and start over. Because, he said that way they have no reason to be breaking into mom and pop's houses and cutting their throat in the middle of the night for a fix,
Right?
Yeah. And you'd put all the under-the-table drug dealers out of business. Unless they went legit, they would,
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't have some guy out there raping your mom and your sister because she couldn't pay,
Right.
Yeah. At least this way the taxes are going toward the cities,
Well, yeah, that's I had a little discussion with Hannah's mom the other day when I met her, and she was all up in arms over it and everything. And I said, well, think about this. You work for a mental health organization in my city, and you deal with the homeless population and the extremely disabled population. You deal with a lot of people have a lot of problems. Wouldn't you like to see, for example, not just one make-do shelter for the people that, in the wintertime? Wouldn't you like to see that expanded to like something the size of the hospital that had a clinic in it, that had, little apartments for people to live in, and, like emergency beds and all that kind of stuff? Wouldn't you like to see that be the size of the hospital?
Yeah.
And she just looked at me and she goes, that's not what marijuana is for. And I'm like, what is it for? For you guys to get high on. And I'm like, no. Marijuana is a medical product, and it can help so much.
You know that's stuff like that kills me when you hear people say that, because if they study their history, it wasn't that long ago. We used to have opium dens.
Well, up
right next to the saloon. You go to the saloon, walk across the street, go to the opium den, get you a pipe, and just.
Up until the 1930s, doctors prescribed opium. They prescribed marijuana. They prescribed cocaine. You know.
Yep. Yeah, they give you opium for headaches.
Yep. and marijuana for just about everything else.
Well, that's because it worked. And the only reason they ever made that a class 1 drug, because they knew it worked as a medicine. They didn't want you knowing that. They just wanted to scare you and go, it's a drug.
Right.
Or my favorite, a gateway drug.
Right. I'm sorry. I've used one other drug in my life. Well, okay, I've drank alcohol, obviously, but one time I took a hit of acid. One time.
See, that was me. I was on purple marker dots, but I'm gonna tell you, I was on purple marker dots way before I ever touched weed.
Yeah. Well, and I tried that back in high school before I had ever tried weed. And I decided I didn't like that. And so the first couple of times somebody offered me weed, I'm like, oh, fuck no. And then finally she looks at me, she goes, do you realize this is not going to hit you like that acid did?
I did purple marker dots for almost 4.5 years.
Oh, Jesus.
But I was one of them people, I didn't have bad trips. Everything to me was copacetic. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I'm sorry not to make people mad if they hear this, some people ain't mentally capable of handling acid.
At that time in my life,
you wouldn't
not have done it. and of course now I wouldn't do it anyway, but yay, we won. Oh. I'm already planning. I talked to Ken today and I said, look, now that they're legalizing it, once it's legal, do you mind if I grow? And he said, I have no problem with that.
No, because man, if you get on the ground floor, you can be a grower for you be a supplier to small little.
That takes a lot more land than I have.
Yeah, but hey, the Wright brothers only got 12 foot off the ground when they first started. Okay.
I just want to be able to produce
my
own medicine. That's all I want.
Like my brother does. Yeah.
I want to know what's in it, what it's grown with. I want to know everything about it. And be able to really control that environment. So.
Yeah, like my brother does, because see, he's in Colorado. He's allowed to have 6 plants, him, and 3 can be bud and the other 3 can't. So basically that way you always got a rotation of crop.
Yep.
And
hi, Sarah.
For him, it works out great because he don't grow it to give to buddies or sell it. He grows it because for him.
Exactly.
He makes butter, stuff like that. So.
Yep.
But yeah, well, I'm glad they finally got for that. Oh yeah, I just got done eating myself. I got in a mood today, and I made a big old pot of Bavarian goulash, and it was excellent.
Anthony, you ate yourself?
Yeah. Bavarian goulash.
Burn at your legs or what? Because nothing was chewed on up top here, so.
Well, tomorrow we will be setting up our big TV. You didn't hear about that story, did you? Tom's work gave him a 55-inch Life Good flat screen TV.
Sweet.
Free.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he calls me up from work right after it happened. He goes, guess what I got? And I go, COVID. I go, oh, too soon? He goes, oh, shut up.
Too soon.
Yeah.
And like this buddy at work, or this coworker at work did test positive.
Wow.
So he goes, no, I got a TV. And all of a sudden his coworker, who was a friend of mine too, she hits me up and she goes, it's a 55-inch LG TV and it's too big to fit in the car. And I had to really work at it. I'm like,
I got a good one for you. A woman's husband's been working for a while. They thought he had it. They tested him. He didn't have it. But guess who did? She did.
that's my fear about what's going to happen because I'm the one who's
Yeah, but
immune system.
But see, I told her right there. Because she called me and says, "Man, you was right." Because see, she's got fibromyalgia. She's diabetic. She has none of her legs from her knees down because of her diabetes. But yeah, she has COVID.
Yeah.
Showing no symptoms.
Wow.
Yeah, but she tested positive. So don't, that's what I said. Stop being freaked out every time someone says they're positive. It ain't always bad. Yeah.
Well, my first thoughts were,
Yeah.
I can't go see his old elderly father. His father is in his 90s. That's how old my father-in-law is.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, if I'm in my 90s, I'm going to tell my kids to come see me because I look at this. I'm 90. What are you going to do to me?
Joshua, I'm still alive, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, she's live. I got my second screen on YouTube.
By the way, Anthony, can you give your wife a big hug for me for helping me out last night?
Well, we'll soon enough see her, bro. What the hell she at right now?
Ian.
Oh, she must be smoking. I had to look and see. I seen the porch light on. She must be outside smoking a cigarette.
It snowed here today.
Yeah, my buddy in Montana said it snowed its ass off up there too.
We really didn't get that much. It said it was going to be like barely an inch on the grass. But I'm like, it snowed.
My buddy lives in he's like out in the middle of nowhere up on the side of a mountain range. So I've seen parts of the springtime where the caps still had snow on where he's at. Of course, it happens in Colorado where you're at too. I've seen it warm and still the caps and still have snow on them. Yep. Because I lived in Lake George. Trust me, I know. I was on the side of Antler Drive. I don't know if you know where that's at. And the reason they call it Antler Drive because it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of them places. It's beautiful to live. You just hope nothing seriously ever happens to you, because the time they get to you, you're gonna be dead.
Yeah. Yesterday, when we were doing DoorDash, we basically went not only because like DoorDash, there's a limit. There's like a
mileage limit,
an area that you've dash in.
Right.
And we went outside that area to deliver to the airport because the airport isn't included in what DoorDash does. They just give you like twice as much for the run, kind of
right.
your gas. And then like later that night, we ended up going almost 22 miles out of town, but it was 22 miles on winding back roads going up into the hills. So it was still part of DoorDash's area, but we literally turned around past that house was like the last place they delivered to.
Yeah. Like, nowhere the neighbor would have had to walk down and meet you.
it was crazy, but yeah, we got to see some of the edges of our DoorDash universe.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because there's a pizza place almost in the next town, Leesville, and it's about 17 miles. And and I'm right at 22 point something miles from them, and their cutoff is at 20 miles. So basically, he'll come to the. I can go up about 8 blocks, and there's a little corner store called Smoko's. You know, it's a gas station, a cigarette place, you know, liquor and all that good stuff. But I love their pizza, so he would drive up to the store, and I'd meet him in the park because I can walk right up to the parking lot. You know,
nice.
But it was funny, you know, because I told him I finally showed him one time where I live, and he finally just said, "Oh man, I'll just bring it to your house. Ain't no sense you walking up to the store." I said, "Bro, I don't care one way or the other as long as I get my pizza."
Jerry, yes, I'm working for DoorDash.
Yeah. That's why I always give him an extra on the tip, because the tip's on the ticket, but I always give him like $3 to $5 extra because I know he don't have to really come to my house. He could say, "Hey, I'm at the parking lot. Come get it." Yeah.
Yep.
Because when he realized where I was at, he's like, "Man, I can just take that back road and be right there." And I said, "Yeah, I know, but you told me that was your limit." I said, "Hey, meet me at Smogo's, Yeah. So I give me a good reason to be eating all that pizza.
Yep.
But no, he delivers though.
That's awesome.
Of course, I had to learn to order on his schedule. You know what I'm talking about? Yep. Them other assholes wouldn't even leave town. They're like, "Oh, we don't go that far." And I'm like, "Dude, yes, you do. You just refuse to do it. Don't say you don't do it. You just don't want to do it."
Yep.
Very different.
Jerry, it's not airport delivery. I work for DoorDash, which delivers food from all different restaurants around town to wherever people want it delivered to.
Oh, have y'all started doing the? It's not DoorDash. I'm trying to remember the name. They got a company here now that delivers your medicine for pharmacies.
DoorDash does that.
Yeah.
And I think Postmates does that.
Postmates, yeah, that's it. Postmates. Yeah.
They screwed us out of my whole order. I ordered Chipotle for my birthday because my dad said I could use his credit card.
Yeah.
And I looked, and I'm waiting. I looked up on my GPS, and it said completed. And I'm like, no,
What the hell?
So I called Chipotle's, got them to refund the money back to my dad's credit card. Then I was on the phone for 2 hours to Postmates. I got another refund.
Wow.
That was due to your driver, whoever he or she may have been.
Well,
because I've never had a problem with them. They deliver crap to my house all the time.
When we deliver, if a lot of times you just knock on the door, hand it to the person. If we can't, or if they ask for contactless delivery, we put it wherever they ask us to put it. Normally, it's just on the front step.
Right, I got a table out front of my door.
Take a picture of where it is. Send them a text with that picture,
saying it's on your door.
An explanation of where it is, and but I can't imagine. I don't know. One time we had 2 bags that was somebody's order, and we only gave them the one bag. We forgot to give them the other bag, and after I got done with that run, we realized it, and I went back and I grabbed a sandwich that they had ordered, and I took it back to their house, and they were like, "Right on, thank you so much." They just appreciated it. But I felt bad about it, so because it was my fault. But then they told me that the restaurant was going to redo their entire order next day and have it sent to them. So
hey, you gave them their sandwich and a free lunch the next day.
Yep, exactly. And interesting.
People, that's called owning up to your mistake.
Here's something I've discovered that's kind of interesting. On the DoorDash app, when you take that picture, there's a little space for you to type in where you left the food.
Right.
And I was just typing front door.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the fact that this was a text message going to the person. And so about 4 days ago, I started typing out, "Hi, this is Susan from DoorDash. Your food is at the front door. Enjoy.
Right.
My ratings went from 4.77 to 4.83 in 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
That communication is extremely important.
Well, yeah, because that brief summary is kind of like, hey, here's your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You actually had the time to say, hey, hello, hey, by the way, here's your food.
Yeah. And what's kind of cool is with predictive texting now, all I have to do is type hi exclamation point and then hit and it types out the whole thing for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
This is my meal. This is mommy's food, not you food.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Dobby.
She should lay it on the bed and watch what happens.
Hi, kitty.
He's sitting on my little boom box, just kind of chilling. He's not going anywhere.
I don't know. You got food in your hand. He ain't going nowhere.
Dobby. Why? He was there when I don't have food. He'll sit up there and he'll be like, "Oh, hi, Mom." Okay, there's just a little bit right there. Just a little bit right there. A little bit of chicken.
I made
Don't sniff it, eat it.
I made chicken breasts today and put like 5 of them in the fridge for meals for the next couple days. And then I cut up one and made wraps for Ken. But there's a little bit of chicken left from the wraps, and I'm just waiting for this evening. Like after when I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'll just take that little baggie with me into the bedroom and see what kind of good dogs I have.
I just bought a bunch of boneless and skinless chicken breasts for cheap because what happened, I had them in the back freezer deal. The freezer went out for 7 hours.
Uh-huh.
Now, these things were solid rock when they were frozen. So for 7 hours, but they had to log it was out for 7 hours. Well, they can't sell it.
Yep.
I got it for 30 cents a pound.
Damn.
Little small children with fur.
I loaded a whole buggy. I
was gonna say I would definitely be taking advantage of that.
Hey, I had to thaw my freezer out to get some of the chunks of ice. Just like that.
Well, if you like Sam's Club, I buy a 10-pound bag.
Yeah.
That would be $3 for that entire freaking bag. I pay you like $16.99 right now.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Shit.
I know. No. Yeah. He's like, how many you want? I said, how many you can get in that buggy? Because I didn't want to say give it off to me because I know other people would love to come and buy that. So, because I called a bunch of people. As soon as I walked out the door, I called 4 of my friends. You need to get up here now.
Wait. Is this coming from the guy that doesn't think that people should be hoarding food?
I reset.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't buy every one of them I could have because I could have filled my freezer, my uncle's freezer. I called other people though and said, "Hey, you need to get up here now. Don't ask why. Just get your shoes on and come on. Get you some chicken." Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it because 7 hours, and I mean it was still cold to the touch. I mean, come on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, even after 7 hours in a big freezer like that,
come on,
thawed out all the way.
But the fact that he logged it been out for 7 hours, he had to discount it. And
Yep. That's awesome.
I'm glad he was able to sell it because usually they write it off on the insurance and they throw it in the dumpster.
Wow.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what some of them stores do, man. It'd make you sick. Yeah, especially throwing frozen meat away that's got 2 years left on it. I'm like, what the? Hey, don't do that. Call me. I'll get rid of it. When people ask me where it come from, I say, don't worry about it. Do you want it or not?
Susan, I found my swearies.
What's up, Spike? No.
Nope.
What mama doing to you, Spike? What mama doing? Look, he's like,
These are
She's got me in front of that camera again.
oh, Spikey, he's so handsome. He's a boy. Look at him. He's like, gosh, shucks, Mom.
No, he's got that look. You're lucky she's massaging me. Yeah.
What do you think, buddy? What in here?
What? You see him too? You seen Spike up
These
here?
are the best things in the world.
Bitch.
Right on.
Anthony, I got yours back.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my girl.
It's the same that Anthony says all the time.
No. No. Yeah. Looked hard. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's so fun when you can make the crossword look gorgeous. And that's
Well, that's like a lady heard me calling some people libtards, and she says, "Are you saying that because they're liberals?" I said, "No, I'm a liberal, but I said there's a difference between a liberal and a libtard."
Yeah.
I said,
Okay,
I'm a liberal with knowledge. They're a liberal with empty head.
They're a liberal who gets their news off of Facebook.
Yeah, or CNN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where I watched all the election coverage that I saw on Tuesday and the following days? BBC.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They don't have a freaking agenda. They just say, "Oh, this is what's going on."
No. They usually in the lately news, the dumb Yankees.
Right?
Believe it or not.
and we have another guest coming up to our panel. Please let me introduce Mike Hunt.
Mike.
There he is.
Yeah.
Call that out 3 times fast.
I gotta find your stream. Oh, there it is.
Well, that's how Hannah answers her phone now if she doesn't recognize it. She got a little kid that called the other day. Apparently,
Oh no.
kid got a hold of the phone and was playing with it, and she hung it up the first time, but then they hit redial.
Yep.
And so she's like, I don't know what to do with this little kid. So I grabbed the phone and I said, go get your mommy right now.
Oh
And then
shit.
hung up the phone again. And then she called the number back. And, she was like, your kid's playing with the phone and keeps calling me. Oh, he's trying to call grandma. I'm so sorry.
Well, I ain't grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I answered the phone today. I had one of them phone numbers. It was only 4 digits. You know what I'm talking about? You ever get those? I picked it up. And I said, Laura's whorehouse, Ballbuster speaking.
Yeah.
I heard like
Yeah,
click.
Well, I just pick up the phone now and say Susan's phone. And it instead, if you say hello, it triggers the robocall. If you don't say hello, if you say Susan's phone, for example, it never triggers the robocall, and then you can block the number, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. I answer the phone. I go, "Your dime, your time," and I hear.
Yep.
And then you hear, "Press 7 to be on the do not call list." I guess they think the way you answer like that, you're a business,
Yep.
Yeah.
But now I've been getting calls from student loan places, and every single one of them I've answered the first time and said, "Okay, stop before you say anything. I'm not a college student. I've never been a college student. I do not have a student loan. Fuck off. Take off your call list."
Yeah, I got mad at her new job.
And an hour later, I get another call from another number.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently when she was filling
number.
out, when she was filling out all her information for a new job, they sold it.
Oh, what the fuck?
She's getting all kind of phone calls to get grants to go to school and all, and the only thing she's filled out lately was the insurance papers at work.
Wow.
And I'm like, that means somebody there is selling that shit online.
Yeah.
And that's actually supposed to be confidential.
Yeah. Well, I told the woman, and she goes, I'll look into it because that's happening. Somebody's in some deep shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and that was her exact word. She said, someone's in some deep shit.
What?
I said, yeah, because I said, my wife hasn't filled out nothing anywhere. No credit cards, no none of that. Just the paperwork she sent to y'all. And all of a sudden now she's getting all these phone calls for grants, student loans. And
yeah. The collectors, the bill collector stopped calling me. I finally answered the phone one day, and it was a Beloit number. It was a bill collector down there, and I told her the whole story. And guess what? They stopped calling me now.
Yeah.
You know what she put on her? Hardship. Yeah, because cancer, old person, They shouldn't have gave me credit anyway,
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So they stopped calling. They're probably gonna still screw my credit, but I don't care because you ruin anyway.
Yeah, you can block the numbers. It's just, Sarah, it's just the hassle that one gets it and they sell it to all of them.
Yeah. And the ex-wife, she had broken blocking numbers after number after number, and they kept calling over and over with a different number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one real good. She called me and she just wouldn't shut up for nothing. I kept trying, let her know, hey, I'm not interested. But she kept spewing she must have been reading off her chart, And finally I said, and it was a grant to go to the school. And I said, well, that sounds interesting. I said, do they allow public gayness? She goes,
what?
well, I guess. I said, well, they allow you to be butt naked and do it in the public in the middle of I heard click.
Yeah, buck naked. Yeah, they'll get them every time. One time I answered the phone screaming, and it was my doctor. Yeah.
She's probably thinking, oh my God, Jesus, I got a freak.
Oh, did he still be here? Look at this.
Yep.
Yeah. I forget
that you're cramping my style,
I think
kid.
it was Nora. Or Dreams. I don't remember. Did you do that, Dream?
I told Nora to do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I was wondering how it got there. He was all muffing about it, He didn't say nothing.
Well, when Nora and I, when he's on his stream and I'm on mine, we get together behind the scenes and we just have a good time.
Yeah.
It's freezing.
He's a good cat, man.
Oh,
He's a good cat. Nora. Oh, they changed it back, huh?
I can change the H to a C if you want.
No. One of these days, I'm going to go in there to visit Misty Rainbow or one of them people, and I'm going to have my content there, and they're going to go, what the fuck? Because she's looking for trolls all the time,
No, you're not right. You're never right.
Yeah, I just got done playing Diablo. The season officially ended today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was supposed to end yesterday. Nah, they screwed it up. Everybody's like, what happened? And then it was gone. Yeah, like, okay. So then I got all my good stuff off my old Barbarian and put it on this one.
Let's get back in your love. Well, if you're in the middle of a reset, just bring it in here so you can.
Well, that's right. It's that time of the year, ain't it?
And then
someday I'll play and I'll have all.
You're supposed to give your wife a hug from me.
Yeah. That's a pipe dream having all primals.
I got a raise. I got a raise today. Well, it don't go in effect till January, but I got a raise today.
Oh, I haven't got that letter yet.
No.
I'm sure I will.
No.
Yeah, 3% one or the 1.3?
Mine was 4.6.
Huh?
I'm talking through my retirement. I ain't talking about Social Security. I'm talking about
Oh.
retirement.
I'm not gonna SSI.
Now
We
that
don't even
one,
know if SSI is
that
gonna
one, yeah,
get it.
that one I got coming soon. That's the two was it 2 point something?
Well, I hear different.
Yeah, remember I get
stories.
2.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll see when I get it. Technically, it was
Actually,
supposed to be 1.3, but they're
I could be getting 3 checks if I wanted, but the other one I have rolled into an IRA. It's still growing.
Nice.
I don't want to start collecting that one until I'm actually at the normal retirement age.
Right.
If I make it that long.
Right.
Well, that's why I
You know
took
what,
early
too?
retirement. That's why I took early retirement, because people said, "Well, why'd you take early retirement?" So I said, because I want to be here to enjoy it, not have it sit in a bank account and croak.
Oh, you know what Mr. Orange did today? Fired the defense secretary. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, if they're not doing their job, that's what you do. You
Well,
fire them.
you know, he's
Yeah, you got to
lame duck.
remember, he fires people because they don't have no junk on him like they do each other. So, because he's not a politician. So whenever they don't
Yeah.
do their job, they can't say, "Well, hey, I got pictures of you doing goats." He just goes, "Hey, you're fired."
Yeah, that's why Rudy is rooting for him still. He's got all kinds of junk on Rudy,
Oh
Yeah. But
yeah. Well, I'm
we're
glad he
heading
fired.
into another era.
That's been our big problem for the last 20, 30 years. We've had people who ain't got the balls to do their job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And now,
And
I
then when
don't
they
even
do it,
want to get
everybody wants to
mad.
call him a bully. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bully. Yeah.
Well, he got to be
Now,
to do your job.
yeah, I don't even know what's going to happen now. They'll probably burn everything down.
I
I
don't
wouldn't be
know.
surprised if somebody he burns the White House down before he leaves. He's
Oh,
already burned down once.
I seen a beautiful meme today. It had
Yeah.
Biden sitting on a stool with Harris's hand up his ass and doing him like a puppet.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see that one, but
Well, most people did, because if someone tried to put that on YouTube or Twitter, they take it down in a heartbeat.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't post nothing to Twitter anymore.
Yeah. Well, I do,
It's
just piss them off.
shit show.
One step over.
Well, the problem is I have everything on private anyway. Nobody
Right.
sees it.
The bigot. The bigs.
Yeah. I'm not out to make money on either one of them, so it don't matter to me. They can be mad at me all they want.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the stock market went through the roof today.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I know. My dividends are looking good for next month. Christmas is
Yeah.
going to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh.
What are you complaining about, Bobby?
I played for less than an hour and my shoulder hurts like a son of a gun.
It's just like I cashed out on that other one. My buddy's like, "Why'd you cash out?" I said, "Because the rain and snow come, the fires are going. They don't need the foam no more."
What happened?
The rains and snow came, put all the fires out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, no sense sitting on that stock. I got rid of it, but 20 shares. So,
Yeah,
because there'll be another fire come next year. So,
yeah.
that's all California ever does, either burning or mudslides.
Yeah, it's always every year is the same thing. Tony Curtis did a movie in the 60s. And it was about mudslides in California.
Yep.
It happens every year.
Well, like I said, it rained enough to put out most of the fires, and now they're worried about mudslides because there's no vegetation.
Here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no vegetation to hold the dirt, and here comes the rain, and it's
Yeah, and you know what they say the cause of it is? Smokey the Bear.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Oh, you can prevent forest fires. Yeah, sure.
But you know what gets me? They don't even advertise all the arsons they arrest.
Oh, I know.
But they're quick to blame it on climate change.
On there.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
climate change didn't make little Johnny go out there and light up a matchbook, okay?
No, I know.
Little Johnny did that, not climate. I'm not saying climate change ain't real. I'm
Funny.
just saying,
It stops at the border, too.
yeah. Oh,
Nothing's
God.
burning in California.
Yeah.
Or Canada, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Well, how you doing, Susan?
Not too
Get the
bad.
day off?
Yep, I took the day off.
You took it off?
What's that?
You took it off, or they let you have it?
No, I make my own schedule.
This is one time in band camp. Yeah. I, oh, man.
Oh, man.
So
Yeah, I'm home alone until she gets home.
I have an appointment.
Friend's birthday tonight.
I have an appointment on the 18th with
Oh,
my local dentist, and
Oh.
I'm going to get a referral. Yep,
oh, I showed you before?
yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting a referral to the oral surgeon. I'm going to get my top 4 teeth pulled, and then get a partial.
Yeah.
I am so tired of. Oh my god, I'm so freaking tired of dealing with him. Just
I
yank
need a
out.
wall pulled.
So for a couple of days, you be going, sucker.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this my second tooth over on this side broke the other day. It
Yeah.
broke from the top down, and so I've got this just it was jagged on the outside, and then another piece fell off inside. So now it's cutting my tongue on the inside and my lip on the outside. It's like
I got like 3 teeth left here. And the rest of them were all spikes, you know. And I hate my dentist, you know, the Medicaid guy.
well,
Right.
I'm only going to the Medicaid dentist for the oral surgeon referral because they're not
Right.
pulling anything out of my head without putting me under.
Right.
Yeah.
So, especially for 4 of them, oh my god, fuck no.
Yeah. Well, you actually have
Susan.
Medicaid dentist? Okay, yeah. We have, well, we supposedly have like 5 or 6 in my county, but you call them, oh, we're not on it. It's been like that for fucking 5 years.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know. It's like that
I
here too.
Oh, is it?
So good.
Yeah, we've got community health for a dentist, and then there's 2 dentists in town that make dentures or
Yeah.
partials that are on with Medicaid. And other than that, like the oral surgeon, you have to have a referral to,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
all that. So yeah.
Well, you know where the closest place for dentures is for me?
Huh.
Milwaukee.
Where's
Yeah.
Huh?
that? Where's that?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Milwaukee. I didn't understand what
Yeah,
you
I
said.
said it
You
too
kind of
loud.
blocked when you said it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's like 80 miles away. I'm not going over there. We're getting hit by COVID real hard here. But
Yeah.
Milwaukee is a shit show. You know?
Yeah.
No, it's not happening. I am not gonna I beat cancer. I'm not gonna let COVID get me, you know?
Right.
Just I told it to the HMO guy for Medicaid.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah. Yeah. I was considering, taking all my COVID money and getting my teeth pulled at not Delta Dental,
Aspen?
No.
Aspen Dental, yeah.
Yep.
But I'm afraid to have to go off my blood thinners again because the last time it happened, that's when I had the stroke.
Oh yeah.
Well, not the stroke. Well, I had to go off for colonoscopy and all the
Yeah.
other stuff. Not even that, but the biopsy and everything.
Yeah.
And
Okay, all right, let's get
that turned into a heart attack,
Yep.
and whatnot, So
Yes,
I'm a little bit
Susan, that's-
leery about that,
Yeah, I would be too.
That
Yeah.
is very comfortable right now.
I said to the guy, I go, "Are you trying to kill me? Is that what you're doing?" He went, "No." Bullshit.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've had enough belly scratches.
Oh, he loved about. He's doing pushy boys in the air.
That's funny.
Oh,
My kid just don't care.
Like God, he makes the special pancakes. We love.
Uh-huh.
look at him, or she, or it.
Yeah, this is Simba.
Uh, yeah. I don't have cats. They don't like me. They like to bite me.
Yeah, such a good boy.
I've only had one cat that liked me, and it was the crack lady, the lady who was on crack that I didn't know about, and her cat loved me, and he was a man-hater cat. Go figure. Jumped right in my lap within 5 minutes. He goes, that's. I think he's begging me to get him out of there. You know.
I got a new recipe I'm trying, Susan. I'll let you know how it works out.
Oh, what is it?
I'm making wine with this.
Root beer with root beer.
Yep.
Um,
Huh.
I got two of them on the counter open to where they'll fizz out.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that I don't know, that yeast would have to work pretty fast to keep it from spoiling before it fermented, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh no, I'm not doing it up. I'm doing it through an actual still. So it's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be done.
Oh.
Yeah. It's gonna be done through a stovetop still. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no 30, 40 days. Yeah, it's gonna be hour. You know.
Nice.
They're making
Pushy boys kind of hurt.
Well, it's sarsaparilla and sugar. Think about it.
Are you making beer or wine?
It's basically gonna be a brandy.
Okay.
root beer brandy. It sounds good.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason I got this particular brand, because you see what it says. No caffeine.
Yeah.
So it's basically just it's basically just sarsaparilla and sugar and a lot of carbon. I'm gonna let the carbon breathe out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forget where we were. The Boot Hill Saloon, and like, where the hell is that? Yeah. We went there on our vacation once. You know, we did the whole tour, like almost like National Lampoon's Vacation. But we veered off and went, up into like by Susan's area and saw all that stuff in '93.
But no, I was thinking about it because I like to taste that Muggs root beer, and I'm like, man, that'd make a good brandy.
So while we were at Boot Hill, I had sarsaparilla. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like root beer almost.
Yeah,
Oh, and then
sarsaparilla is
when we were
what
just
root
kids.
beer. The original root beer is made from sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla. Yep.
Oh, okay. And
That's
you know what Junior said? He was a kid. He goes, "Gee, I hope I don't get hit by any stray bullet."
Well, see, back in the day, they used to,
You know.
they used to call it sarsaparilla tea because it was not carbonated. It was just sarsaparilla boiled in water with sugar.
Yeah. He didn't understand what a stray bullet was. He thought it was some kind of special bullet. You know? He was a kid. What does he know? You know? It was pretty funny.
Yeah, when they first carbonated root beer, they basically called it sarsaparilla pop. You know?
Yeah, Mug is pretty good root beer too.
I love root beer.
Oh,
Yeah, if I don't drink Mug root beer, it's usually A&W.
root beer would give me the poops. Okay.
If you drink a lot of it, it will.
Well, I used to be one that couldn't have a little bit of anything. I had all a bunch, you know.
Really? Yeah.
You know, just
Sarsaparilla syrup was used like in the 1800s as a way to unconstipate babies.
Yep.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why it gives you the poops, because you're drinking an adult-sized amount of that shit.
I know my grandpa, if you got constipated, he'd bring you sarsaparilla root and make you chew on it. I eat it, just chew on it.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger than his head in the shoe.
Well, that explains a
Those
lot.
batches.
I don't know if you ever chewed on a piece of sarsaparilla root. That's pretty potent. Okay.
Yeah.
It will. It almost feels like it's burning your back of your lips and your gums. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I made fried taters and eggs today. Oh man, that was good.
Yeah.
And then a half hour later, she brought me lunch home. She don't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
I got all the chicken nuggets, you know. I didn't say nothing.
Monkey face. Big boy. I said, what's wrong?
Meow. Meow.
Oh, he is a talker. He will sit here and get an inch away from my face and talk to me.
Yeah.
Come on.
I couldn't find Bodie. You know where he was?
Huh.
Behind the couch.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Well, it's nice
Aw.
and quiet back there, I guess. He likes it back there.
Yeah.
He hit a mind of his own.
Hello to everybody in chat. We have a lot of lurkers tonight.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, Susan. This is what we do with this one.
Oh, geez.
Oh, man.
So cute.
Yeah.
That's Loki.
Yeah.
Got big.
Oh, and the collie, the Sheltie, he is like, come up to me, pet my head, and then I go to pet him and he lays down. God damn, you're going to break my arm.
My,
This is not going to be an all cats on deck thing, guys, okay?
my friend Ada has a dog that's got 3 legs, and he's like super sweet. And he'll come up to me and I'll start to pet his head. And as soon as I start petting him, he flops down on the floor, belly up.
Yeah, that's what Bodie does. I'm standing up most of the
Come
time.
over here.
All I can do is bend over that far.
Susan, there's no more food over here right now.
And, you know, they shave his belly to do the ultrasound, so it looks kind of funny, you know.
Yeah.
I came back and turned the mic and the sound back on because I was talking to her, and all I heard was her saying something about rubbing the belly and falling on the floor. I was going to say something smart as you rub me on the belly, I'm going to fall on the floor today.
Yeah. Well, and today, just to be a punk to the collie, I pushed him over and made him lay down. Yeah.
Okay.
He liked it.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't normally. He wants to shake all the time. You know Yeah, last night I went to shake his hand and he laid down while I was trying to reach his paw. What the heck?
Something about those chin scritches. We love under the chin, love.
What?
I'm gonna kiss. Come on, kiss. Oh.
What you want? You go outside? You just want to come
Guys,
up here
I
and
really
pester?
do want to light up.
You just want up here and pester daddy?
Oh,
Come on, Pester.
he's a good boy.
Get you 5 minutes of camera.
How was work?
Get you 5 seconds camera. Well, you need to go outside? You need to go potty? You need to go potty? Yeah? Yeah?
This is one of the blessings about, I'm not trying to be mean about this guy having COVID, but there's only 4 people working at Tom's work, and he's one of them.
Wow.
And Tom has been finally working a full 5-day stretch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Donna, we're dancing because South Dakota legalized weed recreationally and medicinally.
Yeah.
That's why I'm dancing.
Yep. When does that start?
That starts July 21st of 2021.
Yeah.
We need to celebrate by doing a live stream, like Hammy does.
Yeah.
Yep.
I found an ice cream cone shaped silicone number.
Cool.
And for everybody's, I'm notorious for eating my drumsticks on camera. So Mozzie did a smoking apparatus shaped like an ice cream cone.
Donna, you would hate the cold. You're more than welcome, but you would hate the cold. Trust me, we were 79 degrees 2 days ago. Yesterday we were 45 degrees. Today we're 31 degrees.
Yeah.
Fuck
We
winter.
were still
We're
warm.
20.
It's gonna get cold again soon.
We're 20 here right now.
Fuck winter. That's all I have to say. Fuck winter.
Oh, our silver maple usually doesn't drop leaves till Thanksgiving, right? Deer hunting time. Guess
Yep.
what? They're all gone off the tree now. All of them.
Oh,
Everywhere.
you're gonna have
That
a hard
means, you know what
winter.
that means to me? It means
You're
it's
gonna
gonna
have
be
a
a
hard
rough winter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and today it was so windy at times that the leaves, because we push them out to the thing and then the curb, and then they come along and do the whole town like that. Like, oh my God, they're
Understand it.
blowing down the block.
Just let me.
Right now, since it's cold, everybody's up. They love this blanket. So I have everybody up here right now.
Yeah.
Well, I have two of these blankets. They're like super duper soft. I've given up. The dogs just take them over, or they take over my unicorn wrap because it's got the same stuff on it.
I had a lady on Pogo. She heard about there's two people we hit the fiber and we were all both cold. She bought us electric blankets and shipped
Oh,
them.
nice.
Yeah,
That
this
was
is years
nice of
ago.
her.
No idea what happened to the electric blanket, but free too.
Nice.
It was her Christmas present to us,
Dreams, read your
Everybody needs
screen.
blankets,
Right on.
Yeah, every once in a while
Thank
you run
you.
into a person,
Thank you, Donna. It was just that one person who flipped on a dime on me. She has never, I've known her for almost a year. All of our conversations have been really nice and sweet. But she told me last night that I was a joke for voting for who I voted for.
What the fuck?
I mean, she totally went from one element to the next.
That's like, I mean, I may not agree with who or who not if people are voting for whatever, but when it comes right down to it, it's your choice. It's your vote.
That's what Donna said.
And nobody has the right to tell you you're wrong for who you vote for.
Oh, she tried to convince me that there were these supercomputers and this, that, and the other. And I mean, Anthony, I gotta give you a big old shout out of love. I know your politics, mind we get along, but you have never made me feel like shit like this person made me feel last night.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
tell
yeah, but
anybody.
it's not my job to, because the end results will be,
Exactly the
yeah.
same.
I told your wife last night. I gotta go.
I usually let people come back to me later and go, "Shit, you were right."
I don't care if the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater is our next president. Don't yell at me for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try really hard not to. I mean, people know who I voted for probably and how I feel, but I try not to bring it up too much on stream. And I definitely, when I have conversations with my friends, I don't give a shit what their politics are. I mean, I've got a friend who stopped going to the best groomer in town because they were a Trump stuffer. That's their word. I don't give a shit who my groomer votes for. Just do a good job on my dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what? My mom or say my dad and I had to talk about this morning. He goes, "Have you kept your record clean?" He goes, "Have you proven all of your life to be an upstanding standing citizen? You don't have any records. You don't have anything negative on your record." And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, then you've earned your right to vote for who you want to."
Mhm.
And my dad is Repub, and I'm Dem,
I
and
mean, I don't get it on anybody's voting. The only thing that burns my ass is when I ask them why they're voting for that person, they don't have one iota
Yeah.
of why. Just because they hate one person.
oh,
Yeah.
I
me, that's
was
stupid.
told that I am a pedophile lover because of my vote. And I was threatened. And I was
Well,
told because I voted for who I voted for, I'm going straight to
Oh,
jail.
because of the sun. That was
no,
bullshit.
no, no,
Oh,
no.
I got all of that last night on my
Ain't nothing
Facebook
to do with his son.
profile.
He is a touchy feely feller. Okay.
So was
Yeah.
Donald.
Yeah, Donald was the one that said grab her by the pussy.
yeah.
I see
Yeah,
Joe
but
Biden
he's-
giving people friendly side hugs.
Oh, we're sniffing hair. Yeah. No.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bullshit. So is
No,
the
he
laptop bullshit with sun.
Yeah.
But
Totally
that's
debunked.
basically, I told my dad, I go, "You're going to see a very angry hostile post on your Facebook from me." First time I used the word fuck on Facebook in a post. I am very good about what I post on Facebook for 2 reasons.
Yep.
Dad is on there. My nieces are 3. My nieces are on there. And my pastors are on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm very careful with what I post because even though my pastor is technically not my pastor anymore, he still guides me.
Yep.
And I fear if I posted anything really fucked up or heinous, he would be the first one to say, no, we need to pray. What's going on?" And I'm like, you know what? It's not a caring of how people think of me because I really don't care. It's just treat me with the same respect I give out.
Yeah.
Treat
Yeah.
me like I treat you. I don't ever go on anybody else's timelines and cause fights or make threats.
Yeah.
People don't have the
Oh,
right to do that in mine.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
but
I don't technically
the
didn't
main
go to
thing too,
church.
you gotta remember that works both ways. You don't want them doing it to you. You can't be doing it to them with little
Yeah, I
comments.
saying.
I don't. I
That's
don't.
what I'm saying.
You know what I do? If I see a post that I don't like, there's a little button up here. You go down and you hit the words "I post."
Yeah, but going on there and saying whose butt hurt now is not leaving it alone.
I didn't say it. I did not say that. I have said basically I am stunned. This is what happened. I've never said the word butt hurt on Facebook whatsoever. Go back and look.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am really good with the way I post because my dad would read me a new butthole if I posted me.
Yep.
I mean, if, like I said, if there's something that I don't like that somebody else posts, I just hit I post. Or even if it's an animal being abused, even if it's an animal that is being tortured, and like some people like to share, I just hit high post and I don't make a big deal out of it.
That's why I like having a group that I run on Facebook, because when they try to post bullshit like that, like animals being abused and stuff like that, I get to kick them out of my group and block them.
And you see, and then when
Yeah.
I tried blocking somebody before, I got yelled at from somebody for blocking. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
So it's like, just stand if I do, understand if I don't. But if I
Right.
treat people nice,
If
people
you know,
have to treat me nice.
if people want to get butthurt by getting blocked, or if they want to get butthurt because you don't like what they said or whatever, they just need to just go elsewhere. There's no point in having an argument about it. Just
Unfriend me.
go somewhere else. Yeah.
Block me. I don't care.
I mean, I've got like 589 Facebook friends, and 5 of them I know personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All I'm trying to say is if I can treat people really kindly and nice, and I pray for people, and I pray with people, and I'm sweet to people.
Yep.
People don't have the right to come on my Facebook timeline and tell me I'm going to jail because of who I voted for.
No, they don't. And that's really stupid saying you're going to jail, because
Why?
for an upstanding citizen who's been in politics for 50 years and probably deserves this more than anybody at this point, that's my opinion. But the point is, you spoke your opinion and you got reamed out for it, and that won't happen here.
Thank you.
Anybody tries that crap, and I know where the block button is. I don't put up with
You
that.
know the name of the person too.
Yep,
I told you.
I know who it was, but I'm just hoping they won't bring it into chat. Leave it in private, That's all I ask.
But you always got to remember, when you throw your opinion out there, you're gonna get.
I keep my
Backlash.
mouth shut so much on Facebook.
No, I'm not saying you keep mouth shut. I'm just saying, when you make your opinion known, you have to expect backlash. Period.
Yeah, but threats tell me I'm going to jail. That's over the line.
Like I told you, that's why I have a term I call regular people snowflakes, libtards and liberals, because there's a big difference.
Is there such a thing as someone who is so for Donald Trump that they could cross the line to become a libtard? Is there a word for it?
Well, I wouldn't say that. You got to understand, because I'm borderline one of those people, and I'm going to tell you why. I always take and vote for the less of two evils.
Yeah.
Okay. And the only reason Donald got my vote is because first they had Hillary. I was there. I knew what that bitch did in Benghazi. She can go fuck herself. Harris, I've been following her since I lived in California. Fuck her too.
Yeah.
Because Biden is, I'm sorry to say, he's a dribbling idiot, okay? And he's just a puppet. That's all he is.
Yeah.
And I don't want either one of them in office, but the thing is, he was the less of two evils. That's why I try to tell people when they say, well, I voted for Biden, ask them why. They can't give me a concrete, because he didn't even campaign on nothing.
Yeah. They had no plan. Yeah.
Yeah, they had no plan. So just because someone hated one person, they threw someone there that has no plan, no idea. He's damn incoherent. He's borderline. I guarantee you, it won't even be 3 months when he takes office. They're gonna boot him out and put her in power because he's gonna be found incompetent.
Yeah.
And she is no better than Hillary Clinton. I'm sorry.
Oh, probably
As
worse.
far as her policies. Yeah.
I don't think Bill actually ran the White House. I think Hillary did.
Yeah.
That's why we call her Billary.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is like one of them people.
Yeah.
I look at her and it
I
scares
just don't
me.
like who they are. I mean, I'm a Democrat myself. Been a Democrat since 1984. It's just the fact that my party has.
Yeah. Well, the far left, yeah. I don't consider them real Democrats.
No, they're not. They're just using the name because face it, we're a two-party system. They had to hide somewhere.
Yeah.
Personally, I think we ought to do away with the two-party system, but that's me.
Yeah. We do like what Maine did, It's like multiple choice. Whoever gets the most votes, Like,
well, no, you can't do that because that'd be unfair to smaller states. Because California, New York, all that would be voting everybody in.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
Hey, Donna, there's only two people that can declare your state a disaster: the governor and the president. So
Yeah.
when you say he was the only one who declared your state a disaster, kind of the only one who could.
Yeah. Well, no, she's just saying.
with the fires.
She's just saying. Yeah, but she's just saying our governor wasn't even going to declare it
Well,
because he was even caught on TV going, "Oh, it's not that bad."
well, I'm just saying there's only two people who can actually make that declaration. So
Right, the governor and the president.
it's kind of like, okay, so he was the only one who did it, but there was only two that could. So
yeah,
Right.
that
How
you
can
know.
they say
All
it's
I'm
not that
gonna
bad?
say-
Houses were flattened. Yeah.
All I'm going to say about my
Whole town.
and the day that inauguration happens, I'm finally going to be justified and be very happy.
well, that's never going to happen.
I'm scared a little bit.
Yeah.
Inside
Yeah, I hope
myself.
that never happens.
But if
I don't
it
wanna-
happens, if it happens, take it from a Denver Broncos fan. We have the suckiest team of the league. You don't see any but no bus crying.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's like we have the worst team. It sucks seeing other teams win compared to politics. There's a winning side and there's a losing side, and the losing side still.
We're 3-5.
Yeah, that's a wrong analogy to use to make us football go fuck themselves.
Well, I'm talking about the Denver Broncos, my state's team.
I'm just saying I have no
Really
interest
bad
in
record.
you using the wrong analogy because there's a lot of people like me. We don't give a shit about sports.
I'm just saying that I'm worried that when it does happen, there's going to be a lot of people in the streets causing violence and causing a lot of negativity. I'm talking for Susan too.
It's already been happening. Where you been?
I know that.
It's already been.
And it's
More.
just
Yeah.
Oh, it's
There's a
going to
lot
get
more
worse.
of it.
I guarantee you right now. You might as well buckle down. It is going to get worse.
and I'm just all I can do at this point is pray. You know,
You better learn to shoot.
Yeah.
we don't have guns in my house.
I got a
Yeah.
stabby.
I have a husband that does not want a gun in my house, and I have to respect him for it.
Pity
That's
to
your
pull a
choice.
whirlwind him. You
That, but even my own parents, they don't have guns.
No. I don't have them anymore. I used to. I was a pretty good
I
shot.
didn't have guns until 2 years ago. I didn't have a
pretend
gun,
like I was
period.
a sniper when I was squirrel hunting, you know.
Yep.
I go through boxes and boxes of bullets sighting that thing in, yeah.
I sure ain't going to be one to sit back
Window.
here to bail my ass out.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be the
no.
last person they bail out.
Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
technically, y'all's side has won, and they're still out rioting and tearing up shit.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
had nothing to do with politics. They just a bunch of fucking morons that wanted to tear shit up.
Yeah, they just want
Yeah.
to tear shit up, yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody spanked him as a child.
Yeah, because you can see they're already moving to shut down Antifa, and they ain't even took office yet because they know they don't want that shit going on when they're in power.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
You watch, you'll start seeing Antifa on news being laying in the street with bullet holes in their head. You watch.
Uh-huh.
And it ain't gonna be no right side doing this. It's gonna be the side that just took over.
I think there's a little bit of everything in each side. I truthfully do.
Well, I'm just saying, Antifa and all them were pawns. Okay, that's all they were pawns. And now the pawns, you know, they done their job, and then they're going to shut them down. And the ones that don't want to shut down, they're going to shut them down permanently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, you know, this happened. You know, I guess everybody forgot about the hippies.
Yeah.
You know, flower power.
Yeah.
Ask them what happened when the military moved in on them.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Well,
laid them to
You know,
rest.
the college kids and the hippies, yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about when the military moved in, when they thought they were gonna, right after Vietnam War and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I keep trying to tell people what's going on ain't nothing new. It's a repeat.
Yeah.
But don't play on her.
Well,
Let her
up
live
in
there.
Madison, they actually wanted to take Abe Lincoln's statue down. Why? And
Because
there's
they
a
were lied
rock.
to.
Yeah, that never made sense to me because the people that wanted to take down Lincoln's statue were black.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it. They were
Well-
black. Why would they want to take Lincoln's statue down?
No, these were actually idiot college kids, you know.
Yeah, but
There
every
wasn't any
time
black
you
people
see,
involved, you know.
but the thing that bothers me every time you seen filming on black actors, I see more pasty white kids than I did black.
What was that?
You sounded like a fucking robot, dude.
Mac
Wibby.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying when you had all the marches going on, I seen more pasty white kids than I ever did black kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, all these up there when they wanted to move the statue and the rock. There's a big rock by the lake,
Yeah.
and it's a rock. What's that rock got to do with you? Why you got to move it? Change the
It's
name
just
of the rock.
they want to see how far they can pull jackasses without a rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever try to push a rope? Yeah.
That's why I tell everybody when they like, how's this happening? I said, look in the mirror. Point to the person looking at you in the mirror. That's why it's happening, because you allowed it to.
Yeah.
You got lazy, and you think everybody should take care of you, and that's what happened.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
I saw that on the news. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, the mayor up there is a little bit crazy.
Dreams. Take a look at my. Wait. I got backwards. Look at my hands.
How?
What the hell happened?
That is from my eczema.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's dyshydrotic eczema, so it's like little blisters that fill up with this really itchy fluid, and you pop it or you go mad. Honestly.
yeah.
And
It's almost like with the HS.
my hands are messed up, and I've got it on the bottom of my right foot too. That's where I always get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta see my
Susan,
skin
my
on my
heart
left leg.
got broken. I saw this one
No,
teenager.
nobody wants to stroke the hairs on your legs.
He posted a picture of
Hairy legs.
herself.
I got hairy legs. I'm Joe Biden, and I'm running for Senate.
She posted a picture of herself in my HS community,
Huh?
and she had a big one right here.
Wow.
Big, huge boil, that big.
Yeah.
You know what
It's purple and it's raging, angry
You know what
looking.
You know what the scary part is the fact that Joe Biden on national TV got on there and talked about silver hairs on his legs and how he likes kids, and nobody freaked the fuck out, and no one freaked out about that. And I'm like, hey, did I step in a time warp or something? I'm on a different plane of existence where because I'm sorry, that sounded so pedophile to me. It wasn't even fucking funny, and people are just like.
I mean, they made songs about that. Some of the places I go to on YouTube here.
Someone's
the
there.
songs.
Well, that's how I pissed that one lady off. I don't care even if he is that way. I like this. If y'all sit there and let him talk that shit, hey, if he's in the backyard keistering your 8-year-old in the rear end, I'm just going to go.
Good Lord. Yeah. Yeah.
As long as it ain't my 8-year-old, I don't give a flying.
I don't know where the pedophile thing came from.
I don't either.
From him. You ain't never heard him talk?
Well, yeah, but I've never heard him sound like a pedophile.
No.
He was talking about kids stroking the hairs on his legs because they were silver. Yeah, you remember that, don't you, Mike?
No. I don't. I never saw that, but yeah, it's creepy.
I'll find the video and send it to you. You'll fucking laugh your ass off. And I'm like this. I'm going, huh? And then people are like in the crowd going, looking at each other like, should we clap?
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
Susan, I'm gonna give you a separate
the more
page.
I will find out about all these people who've been
I'll highlight myself. I can do it.
past presidents and stuff, the more scared I get.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the other day on, it was yesterday because it was after they had called the election. I was feeling a little feisty as Hannah and I were doing our deliveries, and we drove past a Trump store. And there was a lady outside doing an interview.
Oh.
I yelled out the window, "Trump's a loser!" And she went. I've been checking to see if that maybe made it into the interview, but
I'm gonna tell you
I
guys.
guarantee they edited it out. So
I'm gonna tell you guys what my dad, a Rush Limbaugh loving Republican, said, and he is so dead on. Trump's only enemy and his only friend is himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
that's everybody, including you.
For my dad, it was.
Yeah, but that statement's for everybody, including you.
If
I have
Rush,
my own
if
worst
Rush
enemy.
Limbaugh
Mhm.
could go on tour and do concerts like in arenas, I could guarantee you that my dad would be his biggest groupie and he'd follow his
Rush Limbaugh ain't gonna be doing shit. He's dying of cancer.
I know.
Is he?
I ain't gonna have to console my dad because that much is gonna hurt him
Yeah,
bad.
he's
Yeah, let's all pray for Alex Trebek.
How's it
Okay.
going, Lisa?
Alex Trebek died, Mike.
What?
I know.
What?
Yeah, died.
Yeah, my aunt told me that. She's like, that son of a bitch finally died.
When did he die?
Days
Yesterday.
ago.
Oh my
He had the
god!
pancreatic cancer for a
A
long
month
time.
ago, he was like doing
Yeah.
going on
He was
experimental.
quite the trooper
Yeah, but he's been fighting cancer, so
for a
I
long
know
time.
that. I know that's what I'm saying. They were going to start some experimental treatment.
Yeah.
Apparently, the experiment didn't go so well.
Well, he's got enough episodes taped already until Christmas Day. The last one will be on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they are
They had a
talking
lot of
about
stuff about
he
him
may
last
have sent. Hey, Lisa, gorgeous Lisa.
He had the best attitude about fighting cancer I've ever seen in my life.
He was consoling. He was consoling
cry
the
about it.
reporter who interviewed him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, Alex Trebek, who was dying of cancer, was the one patting my back, saying, "I'll be okay. I'll be okay."
Yeah. He inspired a lot of people.
Yeah, I did. Wow, that's really sad.
Pancreatic
That's the one
cancer
who
ain't nothing to
told
mess
me.
with, man.
no.
That's the one who told me because he didn't want me to find out about it on anywhere else.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, look at Michael Landon, how long he was fighting it, and most people didn't even know he had it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many rumors about him with his hair.
Yeah, but that's why they call it rumors, because it's usually a bunch of bullshit.
And that's what's going on. But right now, there's really no 100% proof.
Yeah.
I am just my dad's daughter, and I live my life with the same philosophy.
Well, at least I figured people know how I stand, but I also respect how other people feel, and
Yeah.
I don't want it talked about a lot, but I realize it's just part of what's going on right now. So, it's something we're going to end up talking about, and as long as people are respectful to each other, I have no problem.
Last night I could honestly say I felt like Mark was my dad because I'm like, Lisa, ask Mark how many edibles I should do, and he goes 2.5. Lisa is amazing. She helped me out so much last night. I love her so much. The good Lisa. She's the pretty one. And no, Lisa, I talked to you, but you gotta pay me something, okay, for it?
Oh, Lisa, I understand that being tired all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Driving 6 days a week. And like yesterday we did, I want to say 258 miles.
Wow.
So
Hit push.
Oh, not when it comes to root beer. You ain't got to push on that. It comes natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially mugs.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Tom got eggnog. We're starting off our season.
hey
Oh.
Lisa, I had a little discussion with Ken just like hour ago or something, and a little over an hour ago, and I asked him what he thought about me growing, and he's like, no problem, and we started talking about the best place to grow and where, because I want to do mine outside, but yeah, I'm already making plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watch out for your neighbor.
I
Yeah.
wish we could grow here, but I live really closer in a school zone,
Yeah,
and I
Yeah.
don't know if there's special circumstances, but Tom said no, we couldn't.
yeah.
I would check in there because my brother-in-law is only about 2 blocks from our school, and he grows.
We're less. We're
Yeah.
less.
Well, 2 blocks, shit.
A school is on the other side of that
And
fence.
he's got a church on the corner across
Yeah,
the
you're
street
too
from him.
close.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think that same rule applies to weed like it does alcohol. So you might want to check into that.
Yeah. Yeah. It does here. I know.
Yeah.
My son and his friend were on the other side of the fence in his friend's yard smoking a doob, and the police come right over to hell, the cop from the school.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you why my town don't have that many bars except for the few on the outskirts. In my town alone, in my parish, or as y'all would say, a county, there's 18 bars.
Wow.
Yeah. There's 18 bars within my city limits. It's crazy. So, yeah, the churches and the few bars we have are way on the outskirts of town.
Donna,
Yeah.
I know working for, the VA, you can't smoke weed, but you can use CBD for pain relief, and it does help. The best thing I would suggest would be to vape it, because otherwise it takes like 2 weeks to get into your system to be working. But it helps. I use it myself, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as she has the job she has to go by federal guidelines. So.
Yeah, but CBD doesn't show up on a weed test. It doesn't show up.
Well, it does. It's just a low percentage, and they may not allow for that at all. Yeah.
Well,
no, it's like
the tolerance is for South Dakota is 0.03%, and that much won't show up on a test, especially if you use like a cream or a rub. Then it's really not good. But it just that small amount won't show up on a test. Oh, here comes a fucking train.
Yeah. Oh, I put my cars away yesterday because I got the second rack, and all I need now is, it's gonna take me forever to disassemble this.
Yeah.
So, and I can't do anything because of space limitation. So once I get that disassembled, I'll have to drag that over here, level it all, and put foam on it or plywood or whatever I decide to do. Probably foam, cheaper. And I can cut foam with a little saw. All I need is a sharp thing.
Oh wow, Donna! I didn't realize but with that they would just have to take your word for it. They can't. There's no test for it. But yeah, I wouldn't risk it if they say no to any of that. Then
here's a story about bars. Manitowoc, Wisconsin. When we were up there salmon fishing, with my alcoholic dad of my friend, they had 99 bars. It's literally a bar in every corner. It's a port town.
Wow.
99 bars in one town.
Oh yeah, I believe it. You go to New Orleans around the French Quarter. Bar after
Yeah.
Donna, just so you know, the that hemp cream that I've sent you the link for, I don't know if you ended up getting some, but that hemp cream, that's not THC or CBD. So you could use that. And that definitely helps me and Ken. So
That your dad loves me. He'll make sure.
Yeah, but you know, the one thing I did learn about all that, for me anyway, because of my chemistry, if it don't have THC, the THC in it doesn't work.
that's a lot of products are like that, and that's actually why I'm not looking for CBD cream. I'm actually using hemp cream because it's got other stuff in it. But but yeah, I'm kind of the same way. If it's CBD and THC, it has to be really high strength CBD.
Yeah.
Like my vape is 2,500 milligrams. They sell 50 milligrams at the vape store too. So, you know.
Yeah, God, what they want for that shit. I can just imagine.
A bottle about that big of vape stuff is like $28.
That's not too bad.
It's about $8 more than a regular bottle of vape juice would be.
Right.
That's really exotic when I can make a password look so pretty.
Baby, it's not that they're picky. When you work in a medical field position, you can't have fake nails because it holds germs and viruses underneath them. Hell, in fact, some fake nails come with viruses already on them. No, you remember that I can't remember when they were putting them nails on people and it had that shit in the material and then it was getting in the quicks and then it got like
the finger
nail salon,
porcelain nails,
something like that. And that was all from fake nails. And I'm like, hey, that's just like that, man.
press on nails, they were okay, but they're talking about the nail salons.
Yeah, they use it from wherever. Yeah,
and you got to soak your nails, and you don't know if that sink was clean, right?
Right. Yeah. Or how many people done had their hands soaking in it?
Yeah, and then the
match would have been so pissed off. Remember, Palmolive? You're soaking in it.
Yeah. Yeah, because my aunt caught that shit from getting her nails done, man. That shit was bad. She lost 2 of her fingers, man. How bad hurt.
My dad never allowed me to do that stuff.
Well, she waited the last minute to go get help, too, So.
Yeah.
Of course, most broke people do. When you're broke, you ain't rush off the $900 hospital bill.
Right.
I tell people, I don't know why you
do that.
It's like here, I tell people, there's no sense, man. Just go. Well, it's going to be a bill. They can't do shit. I'm telling you. They can't even garnish your check for a medical bill in this state.
They almost did with us. Bankruptcy.
Like I said, in this state, they can't do it.
Because my hospital bill was like $70,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, until that shit was changed on my insurance, my that one hospital was up $680,000. The other hospital was $250,000. Between the helicopter ride total was $62,000.
When my daughter was born, we called her the $1 million baby because her total hospital bill was $1.2 million.
Wow. Well, my son had his appendix out.
For Medicaid.
$30,000 because he had to go back because he had complications. Yeah. $30,000. It's gonna That poor guy. Yeah.
Although I got about $400,000 taken off the bill because even though I'm on Medicaid, that's still money that somebody else could use if it wasn't being billed falsely to my daughter.
Right.
For example, they charged her for a room and board. Well, room, okay, yeah, she had a room. Board, meaning food, came from me. They took
Yeah.
off the room and board fee.
Yeah.
They charged her for, what was it, 8 ibuprofen a day, like the kind an adult would take. They charged her for 8 ibuprofen every single day that she was there.
She's an infant.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I
They
found
were just hoping to get paid. No one would look.
yeah, I found so much stuff that I contested, and then they had to send an amended bill to the state.
And they all do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had my water company just sent me a $71 bill, and for almost 3 weeks of that month, we didn't even have running water.
What the
How the
heck?
fuck you gonna send me a $70 water bill when we didn't even have water for 3 weeks of that month?
Mhm.
I'm like, are y'all smoking crack down there? And don't tell me you read the meter, because I can go out right now and videotape my meter. It's buried under about 4 inches of dirt. That screen, that lens ain't never been cleaned or looked at in a long time.
Yep.
So when they tell me, well, he's wrecked, I said, lady, he didn't read shit. I said, you can come here right now, and I guarantee you, unless I point to it, you ain't even gonna know where the fucker's at.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it marked with a piece of concrete, so I know where it's at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dad has another hour to work.
Yeah. But
We
they
are
all
curfew.
They're just hoping you won't notice it and just let it slide. Yeah.
I hate to be bragging on myself a little bit, but I'm getting really good at this coloring business.
Oh, that's nice, Donna. I've reported for jury duty, but like the last time I went, I flat out told them I won't be able to hear what's going on in the courtroom because
I wish they'd call me. I want to go in there with a flag and a phone finger going, hang the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Guys, I got jury duty for like 4 days after my birthday, but then they found out that there's spikes in my county. So all courts, all new trials have been postponed till January 1st.
Oh, not
I got
here.
out of jury duty. Thank you, COVID.
I like jury duty. I'm weird.
I did jury duty once.
Okay,
I had to be on a
now I'm
jury.
gonna ask you, why do you like jury duty?
I just do.
It's never duty.
I've got
But
coffee.
Not
all
for
I got was damn wreck trials, man. They never gave me a murder trial. It was always some freaking
yeah,
dumb
that is
pulled out in front of a school bus or some shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I've been called for jury duty in 7 years, and he goes, "Well, I haven't been called for jury duty." I'm like, you just cursed yourself.
Well, it's like I was in this one trial. This guy and his wife was suing a woman that supposedly hit him while she was driving a school bus. And the husband got up on the stand to testify, you know, how his wife's been so down and she can't do her job, she can't do her wifely duties. And I came this close, sitting in the jury going, what fucking academy and school did you go to learn to act? That sucks.
Hey, Dave, good to see you.
Give her the annual
did.
Raspberry Award.
Yeah,
The Razzies.
but I mean, it was like,
yeah.
the way he described everything was so fake sounding, you know, like, because you know when someone's stressed out about something, they can barely talk or talk about it. This guy was just rapping on like it was just a like he was in a fucking soap
matter of
opera.
fact, it's like a matter
Like
of
he's
fact.
reading off a teleprompter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking, and there was about 3 or 4 of us in the jury duty looking at each other going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Especially when he got into, she can't even have sex with me. And I'm like, you got hit in the ass in. What the fuck's that got to do with sex? I had a broken leg, 3 broken ribs, and a fucking cracked collarbone, and I was still having sex. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean, I had sex the day I got out of the hospital after having my appendix out. Yeah. What's
Exactly. Hey, my doctor told me the same thing when I come out with the aneurysm. He said, no sex for about at least 2 months. Well, how long was home? 2 days? 3 days? I was like, my doctor said, you had sex? I said, hey, bro, when you went through what I did, it's called a system check. It works.
The hospital that night.
Oh, the hospital. Yeah, we were still in the hospital. That's right.
There you
Now
go.
that my respect for you grew a little bit more, you naughty lady, you.
She's like, I don't want to hurt you. And I'm like, trust me, if it hurts, I won't tell you anyway. Hey, you going through what I did, I was just lucky it got up. I was like, all right, it still works.
Yeah. I'm
I
totally
love
broke.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that part.
I've had uncles that's had strokes and stuff, and I know what happened to them, man. I was like,
Well, what's
No,
the stroke?
no. I'm only
Don't
46. I
hormones.
can't be drinking like that. What the hell?
Damn hormone shots, they might as well just chemically castrated me, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of
You know,
sucks.
that's funny. A lot of people don't know that. A
Care.
lot of men, when they're on certain cancer medicine,
757.
have to take estrogen shots for it to work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I
Well,
don't know. Yeah, that screws up men. Okay, I'm just saying.
yeah, well, the thing is,
But it's better than dying.
prostate
Yeah.
cancer is too much estrogen causes it.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Susan, I love
makes sense
your
in my head. I'd
husband,
rather
right?
stay alive, you know?
What drink?
Man,
I
shot
love
in the
your, I
ass.
love your, your husband, right?
Okay.
I got something to tell you. He just said what he's talking about.
So I told my doctor, he said, you trying to kill yourself? I said, no, I'm just doing a system check.
Yeah.
And of course, his next question, did everything work out okay? I said, see, you was just as scared as I was, you motherfucker. Yeah.
So, cut it off.
No, I ain't talking about that. We already moved on. You're 5 minutes behind.
Donna, we need to put you in the basement, girl, so you can fight with
Yeah.
us.
We done moved on from that discussion. We're talking about what the doc was asking me, not what we did. Yeah, they don't need to know details, okay?
Yeah.
All they know is we had sex when we weren't supposed to, and it was in the hospital. That's all. They can picture the rest.
Yeah. You lock the door.
I don't picture the rest. Yuck.
Yeah. Well, okay. There was a lot of tubes, and and a certain tube had to be plugged up in a certain spot.
Oh, I saw it in the movie. Lady having sex with her husband. He was in a coma.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. You know why? Because he didn't think she was going to live and she needed a sperm sample so she could have his baby still.
Oh,
Yeah.
the hell.
That's totally.
You know, I've heard of that
Anyways.
happening to guys that were in coma
Yeah.
like that. Didn't think they ever come out, and they're laying there with a stiffy, and the wife just got on and took care of business.
Yep.
Because believe it or not, that part of your body will function with you or with you, with you there or not.
Stiffy. Yeah. I like the way you put it. A stiffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get a stiffy, you can't roll
that
over
means-
either.
You know, if I was in a coma and my wife did that to me and it happened to come out of the coma, that pissed me off. I wasn't even there to enjoy it, and you got pregnant? What the hell?
Yeah.
Mike, that's what they call a kickstand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's when
kickstand, I know.
you be going, hey, doc, DNA test. Just.
Yeah.
I
That's
wasn't
right.
there, so, I'm not sure it's mine, okay?
I actually invented the term kickstand, you know?
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
tripod.
Well, as a kid, we invented the term over the shoulder, boulder holder. You know,
Yep.
But that way, when
set
you're
up for
drunk,
ourselves.
that's why they call it a whiskey hard. That way, when you're drunk on whiskey and you went to lean forward, it just stop you.
Yeah.
Woo, back up, boy.
Yep.
When a man dies, he dies in 50.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't really, Daddy died, and they told me, look,
A man does. She's talking about when a man dies, he gets a stiffy at the end anyway. And I said, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. One last stiffy, and he can't finish himself off.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't want to know what they have to do with that stiffy to get you in the coffin, okay?
Yeah.
They call that a carry handle.
Yeah, just put it this way.
Regular
They
code.
cure the problem. It's just not like you want it, but they cure the problem. Oh, man, that just thinking about that. And then when the guy was coming, I was like, you have to do that? He said, it's part of my job. And I said, oh, you
Do
get
what?
paid.
Have to do what?
Break your
What the hell?
get to break your woody off. Over.
We're ready to bob it. What?
Hey, walk
Oh,
in
my
there with
God.
the gloves. Hang on, I got
They
that.
What the fuck?
God, that reminded me of Grey's Anatomy scenes where one of the doctors, her specialty is male anatomy and how to make it work better.
Yeah.
And she had cancer and she came back in and her son arranged for a penis transplant. And she goes, oh, my baby, I love you. You got mommy a penis for her birthday. I'm like,
Oh, God.
the look on Tom's face when he heard that is like priceless.
Yeah. I remember that
Oh,
episode. I don't often watch it, but I happened to be up there that date. Yeah.
See, to me, that'd be the best time to go, God, let me wake up for about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
As soon as that guy snaps it, you just jump up from the
Like, hey, man!
punch him right in the fucking forehead. Break that, bitch.
This one scene where the wife caught her husband cheating with his sous chef, so she used his blades and cut off his dick.
Yeah.
Well, they reattached it at the hospital. They got it going. So, oh, sorry about that, guys. But they got it reattached. So the girl that he was cheating and got him his wife. So she cut off his dick again, and he said the scene was like, this guy has so much bad luck with his penis.
Ouch. Ouch.
I apologize for that. I thought the volume was down.
Yeah. Thanks. It's okay. I didn't even notice.
I did.
I did too.
I did for about 2 seconds, and my speakers was automatically woo.
This is the game that Ken and I are playing, and he's up 250,000 points for the clan. So I'm like,
Oh.
I gotta go in and do my duty here. Seth, I'm so sorry. Mom was talking about
We don't have
around you.
I'm hungry for Chex Mix all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Seth is sitting there on the floor with his legs crossed tight after all this talk about detachable penises.
I didn't hear, but they got to come back and phone.
You know, there's actually a song about that.
I know they got.
Yep, it's a long
You hear the smart ass over here? She goes, well, we ain't got none here, huh? But the store does. And I'm like, well, no shit. You ain't never done that? You just get a craving for something?
Oh, yeah.
I hate that because it's always something you never have.
Yeah.
I woke up from when Tom went to go get his paycheck and get it cashed. I woke up and he bought me these.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
He came
Oh,
in with
donut.
the donuts, chocolate cup,
Yeah.
mini frosted mini donuts, chocolate.
All right, what do you do wrong?
He just
Where's
and
my
then he
what'd
also
you,
knows.
what'd you do? Who'd you do? When'd she do?
Oh, I hate when I get an
And
itch.
he
I
also
can't
got
quite
this
reach.
one. So Susan, if you see me with the,
Uh,
I did that to Susan once, and I go, Susan, look, I got a Coke disease.
Yeah. You know what
she's
I'm
snorting
doing?
H again.
I'm trying to I'm scratching my back. I got an itch I can't quite reach with my
Hey,
chopstick.
Gemma.
Hey, Gemma.
Ah,
Hey man,
ah,
you need to make a
I
trip
hate
to
this.
Dollar Tree. They got wooden bamboo back scratchers
Yeah,
for a buck.
I had one and I lost it somewhere.
Ow,
I'll find
ow,
it
ow,
50 years from now, probably.
Well, see,
ow.
I
that's
had
why I like
actually,
my Dollar Tree here sells them. So you buy about 5 or 6 and you hang them at different spots. That way you can find
yeah,
one of them.
yeah. Every time I see one, I go, I need that. I need
Yeah.
that. No, no, you don't need that. Okay, whatever. Go to hell. You know? Yeah. I'll buy one when she ain't looking.
Isn't that permission to torture your husband in our game?
Torture
Hey,
away.
Gemma.
Ow, kitty cat, gotta get off of my
Oh,
foot. It hurts. Little girl, little girl, little girl. Ah, okay, go that way. Okay, better. For now.
How you doing, Gemma?
well, I know one thing. Either my taste buds change or Campbell's doesn't make their vegetarian vegetable soup like they used to.
They don't.
Well,
They
it
don't.
they don't. It's not very
Yeah,
good.
because I remember as a kid, I loved that shit. And I
Yeah.
seen a can and I was like, man, I ain't had that in years. So I bought me, 2 of them just. And I heated it up like I always did. And I was eating it. I was like, oh, man, they changed the formula or something.
Well, I like the stuff with the beef
It was
broth.
like
though.
eating salt.
No, I always get the stuff that's not good for you. The one with the
Yeah.
beef broth. Yeah.
Well,
My
Not
favorite thing
Campbell's.
is Campbell's cream of
not
mushroom
Campbell's,
soup.
but what's that other? Whirlers? Whirler has a beef broth, low sodium. It is actually good. And it's way less sodium than regular
Yeah.
broths.
When I made that chicken this afternoon, I used like some chicken broth in it for the pressure cooker, but then I took that out because then it had all the stuff from the chicken.
Yeah,
Put it in a Ziploc gallon bag and would make soup with it.
yeah, yep. Yeah, I usually save
Yeah.
that too to make soup with. But I that's why I save all my big jars of mayo and stuff that get empty. I save the jars that way I can pour that gravy in there and put it in the fridge. I just get so much from the top, put the lid on. That way, when it freezes, it doesn't pop.
Yep.
You know what it pisses me off the worst though? We have a new refrigerator that actually has a slot in the door for the milk. You know,
Yeah,
you can, a gallon.
yeah.
And she doesn't put it in there right. She does it left-handed, and she don't like it because
Yeah.
she can't take it out of there. If you put it in there right, you'd be able to get it out properly.
Switch the door.
No, she just used the wrong
Yeah.
hand to put it in there.
Oh,
The handle's facing the wrong way for taking it back out. Not a
I
problem
actually
for
got
me.
I had a refrigerator given to me one time because the refrigerator opened from the left side. They needed one that opened for the right side. They went and bought a new one because they didn't know you could swap the door.
Oh, what the hell?
All you gotta do is take the hinge and move it over here. Because even if you look on your fridge right now, if you look above where your handle side is, if you look up there's a little plastic peg in the hole where you can move the hinge from one side to the other. And if you look on your fridge on the door, there's 2 button holes there covered with plastic so you can move the handle. And when I showed him that, he's like, I went and bought another $700 something refrigerator just to have it open from the right hand side when all I had to do was flip the old one. I was like, yep.
Here's your moron card.
Yeah. But I thank you for the other fridge.
Yeah.
Because I usually just take it, pull the shells out, cut the top center, and
That was my
change the thermostat and make it an upright freezer.
yeah. Donna, I love chicken noodle soup. It was my favorite meal when I was having chemo. Even
Well,
they'd
'cause
feed
you
me when
keep
I
it
was up
down.
there. And yeah, chicken noodle soup, please. They give me the little
Yeah.
can. Can I have another?
Yeah, my brother was the same thing when he was taking all his leukemia for his meds for his leukemia.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he could keep down was chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, I didn't have any problem. All meds are so much better now. I didn't even have any vomiting or nothing.
Oh, my brother did. He peeked his poor little ass off.
What year was it though? I mean,
God, I'm talking
10,
about
20.
early '80s.
Yeah, yeah, it was way better now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got death of Mexazone and all kinds of stuff to take before and after.
Yeah, my mom in the late or early, the late '80s, early '90s had cancer, and she was, oh my God, she was so fucking sick.
Yeah.
I mean, she ended up stopping her treatment because she just couldn't handle the chemo anymore, and she died.
That's what my brother did. He told my mom, he said, I'm tired. He said, because the medicine was kicking his ass worse than the fucking cancer did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he told my mom, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more.
That's basically what my mom did. She had like 4 rounds of chemo and I think 3 rounds of radiation.
Yeah.
She was just miserable,
I
remember had radiation.
Because my mother didn't want to let him go. And that's when my dad looked her right in her face and said, stop being a selfish bitch. Well, yeah, it was tough, but you can only touch so much. Well, baby, when you're dying, all you can do is smile. I mean,
yeah.
Your mom ain't going to let him know.
Well, I know. That's why my dad told her to quit being a selfish. Well, he said quit being a selfish twat with the C word.
I met him that one time.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there.
But yeah.
They keep checking me now, every so often.
Well, they have to.
Yeah, I know. But if it doesn't look, if they think, I'll have to have some bone scans. I don't know how many years that'll be. A bone scan, some other stuff, and maybe then it might have to take radiation or not. I don't know yet.
Well, I mean, up until last year, I was going in every 3 months for procedures. Now I only have to go once every year, thank God.
Yeah.
The fucking procedure was worse.
I gotta remember to call him tomorrow because I don't have an appointment for next pork flush.
Yeah.
Well, they were so busy. I think they totally spaced it out. She looked pretty ragged. They were really busy.
I still got some doctor at LSU Medical wants to do some kind of deal with me.
Oh.
Because I was the only one that's ever responded that quick to it.
Oh. Yeah.
And the fact that before they did the surgery, I actually stopped myself from, my own body stopped itself from bleeding.
Wow.
That freaked them out. Of course, you know what I tell them? I say, you know why it freaks you out? Because you lost faith. That really pisses them off when you throw that in their face.
Yeah. Oh man, I still feel violated from the biopsy. It sucked.
Oh, speaking of that stuff, I'm gonna ask you guys to pray for one of our own in the community. Keep the prayers coming into Joe Coppola.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did his MRI today, and they're gonna get their results back tomorrow.
It's weird how when you're actually having something done to you, even though it's numbed, it feels like they're sticking a broomstick in you sideways. You know,
Oh yeah.
You
Just
do.
imagine
you know.
me, 'cause I
Hey,
have to go lay underneath the gamma knife while they're sticking a deal through my groin,
No,
and I'm awake now.
Yeah, I know.
And they're
They
like,
did
well,
that to me
no.
with the heart attack. You know.
I like when they said, "Well, you're gonna feel a slight pressure," and they go to jab that son of a bitch in my groin. I go, "That's not slight."
Yeah, I not. You know, when they did mine was for the heart attack to put the stent in. I didn't feel a thing. When they put this in, I didn't feel a thing.
No, that's when they did the coil and the stents and all that. I didn't feel nothing 'cause I was completely out. But when I go in for the procedure to check on everything, I'm only sedated.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they're sitting there looking at me the whole time, you know.
I wasn't completely out. My eyes were open. I was awake. I had some kind of twilight drug, maybe. I don't know.
No.
When
I
I
know
had my,
when they did the colonoscopy, I was completely out, big time. I woke. I'm thinking to myself, this shit ain't working. Next thing you know, I'm waking up.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
And I go, did you start yet? He goes, we're done. I was like, what?
yeah, you're laying there. Hey, when y'all gonna get started, sir? We've been done an hour ago. Huh?
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
mom too, Lisa. I pray for her too.
Oh, you know, you have to have somebody to drive you home. It's like I can understand
Oh,
why.
I didn't. Yeah. When that was all going on, I wasn't driving nowhere. I was permanently in the ICU.
Yeah, I know. This is for the colonoscopy. Luckily, she had the day off.
I didn't even know what. I didn't even know. I didn't even know what the terminology of gamma knife meant. You know, you're basically laying on a bed, and the whole room is a scanner.
Oh yeah.
They're going through your groin. They went through my groin all the way into my brain.
Wow.
And then basically that machine is going around the entire room, and it's making pictures on a screen that they can see where that thing's headed.
Yeah, yeah.
So they can do the surgery.
They go through your groin to get to your brain.
Yeah, it's a short trip.
That ain't too far for you.
That's why I told a friend of mine. I said, "Yeah, it was a short," because he was looking at me like you're talking, huh? I said, "Yeah, it was a short trip."
Yeah. Actually, you're pretty tall, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
me
almost
too.
6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 6'4", so you know.
Well, I'm not over 6 foot, but I'm close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I had no clue what the hell was going on, and when they're actually, you know, it was before they put the stent in, but I was having the heart attack, and they were checking me out, and he looks at my wife or ex-wife, and he goes, "How come he's so calm?" You know, I go, because you know what I said to him? Because I thought you were up inside me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't
Well, I
yet.
know that last procedure I had done, they started in there and got all the way up to my neck, and then they hit what they call a snag.
Yeah.
But I could feel the whole time. I could feel it hit right there. I was like, "Hey, bro, stop that! That's freaking me out because you're down there, and I'm feeling it up here." You know. Yeah. Finally, he got it the curve right, and then it went up. Yeah. It's weird how they get them robots to move through your veins like that, man. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they
people
find
don't
a better
realize.
way, you know?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about the way they did me was the better than the old way, because the old way they used to just cut the top of your skull, flip it over, pull your brain out, clip it, sew it up, stick it back, and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Mine, they never had to cut my skull. They just had to go up through the main artery of my leg up into the brain.
Yeah, the first wife, she had to have brain surgery, you know. You know, they diagnosed her mistakenly with MS. You know, it was really the problem. She had brain tumors.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
cutting off oxygen to her brain. They thought it was just
yeah, and the meds for MS ruined her hips.
Oh wow!
She had to have new hips, you know.
Well,
She's
yeah,
got a
because that's
lot
what
of shit going on about it.
sometimes the medicine's worse, the cure is worse than the disease.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't have the disease.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, just sit right there on my eat.
Still batshit crazy though. I mean, that's why we got, she still can't come up with a reason why she left me.
Hey,
You know?
hey, look. I tell people all the time, my wife's batshit crazy, and they say, "Well, how do you know that?" I said, "Because she's fucking married to me."
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not talking about the one I'm staying at's house.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I got. Well, I don't know. If she's letting you stay there. That makes her batshit crazy too.
Yeah, I know.
Two
Well,
for
she does start to listen
Anthony.
to me a little bit, as long as they don't talk when her shows are on.
Yeah.
That would just she's like Rain Man with Jeopardy and whatnot. I'm
Now,
serious.
look,
She
when I
goes,
was out there, look at this shit. When I was out there freezing my ass, why didn't they have MREs like this?
yeah,
Motherfucker.
I've heard that from Tom. I
Look at
have.
that.
They did not have MREs like that
Oh.
when he was stationed.
Yeah, look at that, man. That looks like something out of Planter's Peanut.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Look at all that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'd eat that.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I had that shit look like cream of wheat. You pour hot water in it, and it kind of went.
Yeah.
Then it looked like cream of wheat with someone farting through it.
Yeah.
Now, Anthony, I will never look at
Yeah.
cream of wheat the
What-
same way again from now on.
What's the other one? You bang it on something?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. It heats it up.
That shit, they even got Brazilian nuts in this. What the motherfucker?
Yeah.
Seth, I am selectively ignoring you.
Why?
Yeah.
I can make
say
special
the-
pancakes.
Oh, hell no. Look at this shit.
Brazil nuts,
Look at this shit. You even got M&Ms in it. What the?
Yeah.
Right to your
M&M's were
Congressman.
invented for World War II. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we had M&Ms in the MREs back then, but they were using their own little separate box.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they embedded them, so they could have chocolate without having to melt it,
This one just says nut raisin mix with plain coated chocolate.
Magic.
Knobs. Plain coated chocolate knobs.
No, it just says chocolate disc.
Bits.
Still call them M&Ms. They call them chocolate disc.
Yep.
Please go right now, Mom.
Uh-huh.
Oh, actually, Susan, I actually have an M&M shirt now.
Oh, nice.
Well, for Halloween, the bank bought everybody M&M shirts,
Uh-huh.
and everybody had a different color, so they were like M&Ms.
Yep.
And they got to wear blue jeans that day too. But she don't need it now, so she gave it to me. I asked if I could have it. She didn't give it to me. She
Right
goes,
on.
yeah. I wore it one day, I forget whose stream it was on now for that, but
Yep.
I think it was Ken's stream. Yeah.
So what? What's up, Priscilla?
Pretty damn good.
When my mom was in the hospital, she said to the doctor, and then it's a good thing the head nurse heard her say it. She goes, he says, she said something about eating sucks because it all turns to shit. The doctor thought she had an eating disorder, and the nurse had to set up straight.
Jeez.
She was just telling the truth.
Yeah, it does all turn to shit,
Anything you put in one end, it's coming out the other one. Guaranteed.
She had a good appetite, even when she was sick.
Hey, Dream, you like a little tail?
I feel like a little. Yes, I get tails flipped in my face all the time.
Yeah. Animals are like that. Smell my butt. Smell my butt.
Well, she's not the smell my butt person. She's
No,
mommy.
I mean
I
dogs
love
and cats
me.
are like that though. You know, I mean dogs mainly. That's how they know each other. They just sniff each other's butts.
It's a handshake.
What you have for lunch?
No, it's like, hi, you need to lay off the salami.
yeah. Oh, you know what lunch meat I got last week? Cotto salami. Remember you were talking about cotto salami?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got cotto salami when I went to the grocery store,
I
and it
used
had
to,
the peppers in it. The
I used to
pepper,
buy Cotto for Ken all the time because it was cheap.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It just actually had. He was talking about. It's hard to find down by you. The
Yeah.
cotto salami with the whatever it's called.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of them in there, but they were in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the pickle loaf and
Oh yeah, I love
that's one thing I
olive
don't.
oil.
Yeah, I should say I don't hardly see pickle loaf and olive oil in this area. I don't know why.
Oh, I
Weird.
can't find it now either. If they have
Yeah.
it one in the deli, I'll get it. But you know,
Yeah. But I'm just
with
talking about
the
where you normally get where you normally get the bologna. You'd had pickle loaf, olive loaf.
yeah,
You had a mixture.
Well,
you know,
that's
now we
those
don't.
are good. Olive loaf.
Yeah.
I saw
My
something about
favorite.
6 months ago on TV. They were talking about how some foods were going out of style, and one of the ones they talked about was pickle loaf. They didn't say olive loaf, but they talked about pickle loaf being something that the major, like, sandwich meat people are starting to not make anymore because it's not.
Because it's not selling. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I
because a lot of
understand.
kids see olive loaf and they go,
So-
"Ugh."
yeah.
Yes, I
It's
said
good.
that.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
you know, I've always liked green olives. I like black olives, but yeah, that's
But
my
what
favorite
gets me,
one. Olive loaf.
but, yeah. But what kills me, the same people I hear say that you'll see them eat regular bologna and then go open a can of olives and eat green olives. I'm like, it's the same thing. It's just together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my complainer. This is Priscilla.
I always liked pickle loaf and olive loaf because even if you didn't have any mustard mayo, you can slap a piece of that between the bread and it already had that twang to it because of the olives and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I do with my bologna? I'll put 2 pieces on there and put ketchup on it.
Gross.
That's the only way I'll eat it.
Got pork chops still left in there too. Some fried pork chops. Oh,
Pork chops, yum. Oh, I wonder if she'll bring me any food home. Well, she's at her friend's
I
house.
know her a good
Hard
girl.
telling. It's her
The
friend's
grandkids.
birthday. It's hard telling. To have, they don't have them ladies. They don't have much of an appetite. I get a lot of leftovers.
the what?
You know?
Yeah, beef coffee.
The- oh, you're talking about breakfast sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll be back.
That one night, I got damn near a whole pizza for myself.
Right on.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what did the ladies eat? Well, did you have 2 pizzas or something? I couldn't remember what she said either. Yeah, I've never actually had
Trying
pickle
so
loaf.
hard.
A guy at work, I'd have olive loaf, and he'd say, "That's pickle loaf. It's not olive." He just said stuff to piss me off.
I
You know?
put down the bill.
You ever heard the story of the guy that hit a deer and he puts it in his back seat and it comes back alive? It was just stunned. It wasn't dead.
That happened to Ken's former girlfriend. She
Oh.
went hunting, shot a deer, disabled it, but didn't kill it. But she thought it was like unconscious, so she put it in her back seat and started driving to the vet, and it became conscious in her back seat on the way to the vet.
Okay, well, this guy claimed it actually happened to him. I think he was just making stuff up. He probably made heard that story, what you're talking about,
Well,
and
he wouldn't have probably heard it because this was, somebody he went. It's not even on the internet. They're dead.
yeah, this is years. This is like the '90s before we actually had the internet. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even have a computer, but you know how stories get, and
Yep.
some people just make it their own. You know, this guy was that kind of person. He's kind of a goof,
Get about
but he
20
can
minutes.
well pretty good.
You know what I found out today?
Yeah.
If you call somebody a goof in Canada, you're calling him a chomo.
Oh, I didn't know what a chomo is.
No. So a chomo is a child molester.
Oh,
So don't ever call anybody a goof in Canada unless you're meaning to insult them.
okay. Yeah, we used to call him Chester the molester here.
Yep.
Yeah. We the guy that we had a guy here in town in a big house. He actually had the Mr. Softy trucks,
Uh-huh.
and he's actually in prison now and stuff for that kind of stuff.
Oh,
He had a
wow.
pool on his roof and stuff, but weird stuff happened to his house. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's in prison for a long time, maybe forever. It made the front page of the paper.
Oh, I imagine.
Yeah. Kind of funny, yeah. You know, selling ice cream to kids, you wouldn't think,
Yeah.
I mean, oh man, we, as kids in the summertime, we love to hear that Mr. Softy music,
Oh,
Of course,
yeah.
you know, we never had, unless my mom was home, we never had the money for it.
Yep. I used to save my quarters for the ice cream man because you could get a rocket pop for 25 cents.
Yeah.
So
My
I don't know
favorite.
what I used to get.
I'd get like a quarter for my allowance, and then I could go get an ice cream.
Hey, Priscilla, I try to sit up.
I remember one time, yeah, every kid on the block come running out too late, and the thing started to drive away, and we're all screaming at them, "Hey!" The kids running down the street chasing the ice cream truck.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Hey, can mommy sit up, kids?
So we turned around and came back.
I swear they did that shit, making us chase them just for their own strange pleasure,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when he got his buddy there. Says, "Watch how Lauren get these kids to run."
Right?
My favorite is when at school they gave you that ice cream with the wooden spoon in it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah. Borden's ice cream.
That's good. That was good
Yep.
stuff right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom, ice cream store where she worked, they actually had Borden's. It was made here in town. Shirtless too,
I remember every so often in school, like she talking about the little cups with the wooden spoon. Every once in a while, they'd have the chocolate one, and everybody was like, "Ooh, chocolate!"
I always go to the grocery store to get my mom stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, the pads, I learned my lesson. Get a bag every time, And she always let me. Yeah, one time I carried it without the bag. I never let that down. But they had different flavors, vanilla. They had the swirl.
Flavors of
Yeah.
pads?
But, huh?
They had different flavors of pads?
No, the ice cream cup.
For
She
one
let me get a
person.
treat for going down to get them for her.
Yeah, they had the cinnamon swirl one.
They had a fudge swirl one, and my favorite though was the malted milk.
Yeah. That's it, right. Swirl.
Yeah,
Man, what the hell?
That's before they said tampon, you know. That'd be a push-up
What state
top.
do you live in again?
Oh, remember the push-ups? The push-ups?
Push
Yeah.
pop.
Those are good. Those were good.
Yeah, I remember the orange ones. I love those. The orange
Yep,
push
that's
pop.
what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Orange cream.
hmm
Well, no, it was just orange. It wasn't cream. Now I remember the orange with the cream in the center. You know, the white cream part of it. You
Yeah. Well, yeah.
know.
Come here. I know. I had to itch. I'm
Well, hell, they
sorry.
didn't even call that. What? I wouldn't consider ice cream. What do they call
Yeah.
that? Orange ice cream. That's
Sherbert.
sherbet. There
Yeah,
you go.
orange sherbet. Yeah.
Yep.
I can't say sherbet right. I say sherbet. Yeah.
Sherbert.
Susan, that's the flavor of my edibles.
No,
I
right?
should
Rainbow
know it was
sherbet.
sherbet,
Yeah.
but you know, it's just the way I started saying it as a kid. You know.
Hey.
Oh, raspberry ice. That was goddamn good.
Wait, Donna. Anthony is the one that likes the cream filling?
What she meant to say is I like giving the cream.
Oh, okay.
I know
Yeah,
everybody
come on,
talking about the
Anthony.
Yeah,
white
baby,
stuff
baby,
on
you
my
need to.
face.
You gotta. It's called proofreading before you hit enter. Okay.
Yeah, that's my
Do you
problem.
remember when I was brand new to the Redneck Connection and Susan screamed and you said, "Dreams, you keep on opening your door. 'Cause I'm going to give it back to you." Donna, you just opened the door.
People gonna
I'm
read that.
sorry,
Go, oh, that's the kind of relationship they got.
I
Okay.
I made the queen upset, Susan. I moved the engine. I upset the queen.
Hello,
There you go, kid.
Ken. Good to see you.
Whatever
Hey,
she said is
Ken.
not true.
It
I
wasn't even
wasn't
there.
even there.
Uh-huh.
I used to tell that to my wife in front of the kids, and they go, "Dad," and I said, "Hey, I done told you I wasn't there. I ain't you, Dad."
It's the milkman. Yeah.
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 What?
Well, it's like my
Yeah.
son Robert. People look at my son Robert and look at me, and I go, "Yeah, I know." Either he takes after his mama's side of the family, or the milkman owes me 18 years child support.
Yeah.
Because he's the only guy I know that's 6'3".
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny though. That is over
Yeah,
6
Robert-
foot tall.
More.
Tom is
They
5
talk all the
five,
white ones, and they saw how little I was and how big.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. She was in Walmart, and Robert. It was her and Robert. And Robert, they knew that it was her son. They didn't know it was, stepson, but But it was funny because they were looking at him and looking at her, how small she was, and the lady's like, "You had that?"
Yeah. I was 9 pounds 8 ounces when I was born.
That's it. That's it, Ken.
Got up here.
Like my favorite country
You know,
song.
you
That's my
make
story,
it
and I'm sticking
certain
to it.
things go, I mean, you're getting awful personal. Getting
That
awful
cat loves
personal.
you. You're her new mommy. Is your mommy forever.
Meow, meow.
Priscilla.
Oh.
I'm a little girl.
Kitty, kitty.
Aw.
Yeah. You're a pretty
You
girl.
coming to me, Mama?
Pretty girl. Are you a gorgeous girl? Are you mommy's beautiful girl?
And she's actually sitting there thinking, "Get out of my face! You're too close to me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she put
My
herself.
face, even though it's your chest, you know.
I've got my hand on my nightgown and she keeps on getting in my nightgown. I'm like, come on, now listen, I know you love me, but a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know what it. I used to have a cat would get up on my shoulder, and it was fine. But when you try to pet it, yeah, like, hey, you're in my space. Yeah. I'm like, you're the one that got on my shoulder, you motherfucker.
Oh,
That's
she says,
That's just
Mom.
because you were taller than any of the other furniture in the room, Anthony.
Yeah. Highest point in the room.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look,
Don't
that
look at the
man-hanger
background,
cat somehow
okay?
got up on top of the cupboard. He would lounge up there.
Yeah, my cat used to sleep on top of the refrigerator because of the heat that coming from the back of it.
Yep. That's one reason cats like keyboards too, because they're warm.
Mommy squirrel.
Uh-oh.
She's thinking something.
Why would you?
Hi, kitty. She's like, fuck you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Girl. I am a sitting duck with them. They jump up on me, snuggle down, and I'm screwed for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, Bodie gets up in my lap, and he doesn't like to get up there unless I have my blanket because it looks different to him. There's no gaps, and he's got a safety net, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes, I've seen him miss a couple times, and then he's like, he got a little out of practice when he was sick,
Yep.
He's looking quite like a overstepped sausage now.
But
He's
Donna has transcended just being sarcastic. Now she is sarcasm.
Donna.
Love you, Donna.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
My thumb is numb. God, I hate that.
Yeah.
And
I hate it when
starts,
this
it
hand.
starts with my thumb, and then it moves over to like the side of my index finger. So like half my thumb and half my index finger are numb, and then it slides from my thumb over to just my index finger, and so it's basically a finger width wide, and the numbness just slides over my whole hand eventually.
Yeah, it starts in my pinky and works its way to the middle finger. Yeah. And a lot of it's because leaning on my elbow. I've learned not to lean on my elbow,
Mine just happens. It doesn't matter how I'm situated or anything. It just does it.
Well, I had a pinched nerve from leaning on it, kind of like tennis elbow. But I had him look at it and he goes, I can do surgery, but I can't guarantee it'll work. And I was like, fuck off then.
Right. Well, I started having this particular symptom the first day that, like, the day that I had my stroke, but I didn't know I had one. That's the day that it all started.
Oh, mine's all wanky now. After having 2 strokes, like it's like an octopus arm. I used to type with my left hand, I'm not left-handed, but I learned to type playing Diablo 2,
Yeah.
Mouse hand is this hand, and this hand I would type with,
Yep.
So I could spin hammers with my paladin and still type stuff,
Yep.
But now I can't type with this hand, You
Here's
wouldn't
when
know.
I found it. I found her
I
spot.
have no aiming qualities anymore with it.
Her is just got bigger.
You're petting on the cat. The hell?
It's its head.
Her cheek.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. The cat's black.
It's like she's got her head turned.
Oh yeah, it's got her head turned. Yeah.
Okay, now I see the ears. Wow, that looked a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Because more mom. More mom.
She was getting ready to tell you, dreams that mole on your chest getting a little hairy there.
I know. I need to get to the doctor and have it checked out, don't I?
Donna, it's only because you're behind. You know,
Yep.
it's the delay of YouTube.
Poor Susan Ken has got a lot of live streams with me on them, and them, my cats.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, once this special food's gone, we're slowly switching them back to the normal food, the blue buffalo. It's
Yeah.
been going okay. He's been switching himself back. He eats the college food too, you know.
Yeah.
But it's cool. You know, when he's on the steroids, because that makes him extra hungry.
Yeah.
He's been off them for quite a while, and so now he eats half his bowl and saves the rest for lunch. He's gotten quite smart, hasn't he?
That's a dog that's very sure of his surroundings. He
Yeah.
knows that bowl will be there when he wants it.
Yeah.
Right.
The collie don't bother. He'll attack the collie, you know.
All right.
You know?
Yeah.
He hasn't been attacking the collie as much, but man, I tell you what, if you don't let him in the door first, the collie don't let him in the door, he goes crazy, you know. It's my door. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Jesus.
We're waiting.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah, he says that every time.
I know. I'm such a whore. I can't stop showing my pussy on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 days ago, I can't remember what Hannah said to me, but I was driving and I was drinking a boba tea and I actually spit it out onto the dashboard.
Yeah.
Spit, I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
You didn't get that on your channel,
What?
That'd be funny.
and you didn't upload that video on your channel.
No.
You should have.
No blowjob videos.
Aw, you're no fun.
But the other day I had a customer, after me texting him about where his food was, on his porch, he texted me back and then he texted, and here's something to brighten your day. And it was a porn video.
What the hell?
Yep. I have a feeling you won't be allowed to order from DoorDash anymore.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Like you should have wrote that. Hey, just because that lit up your day doesn't mean it lights up mine.
When I was in food bar, I had been offered to send me dick pics. And I'm like, only if I could show you mine first.
You
They
really
didn't talk to me after that. I wonder why.
Dreams didn't say anything about a blowjob video.
So
Talking about spitting up on the dash.
I know that.
Did you get it on video for your new channel?
She said blowjob video.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She
Yeah.
said blowjob video.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
said
'cause
you
she was
didn't
spitting
upload
it
that
on the
video.
That reminds me, I need to check and see if my stuff from Amazon arrived today. I haven't gotten any notice about it.
The thing was blinking earlier, and then all of a sudden it quit blinking.
When was it blinking?
Like tonight. It was blinking just.
I can.
It was odd.
I'll be right back.
And then it quit blinking.
Hmm.
Can.
I thought maybe you checked it.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
I'm a crap.
Ken.
What?
I'll set my pussy anytime I can, but please.
Carol, I had this one night and then I had to talk to fucking dreams. God.
I know, right?
What do you want? Why are you bothering me?
Hey, Ken. You're number one.
There's nothing out there.
No, I'm saying the Alexa was blinking
Yeah.
in the bedroom.
Huh.
And it was doing that circle thing,
Yeah.
like as if there was notice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's nothing out there.
Fucking God, will you pick up your head? Oh,
It's Ken wearing his Bob Ross pants.
up back here, so. Oh, these children, I'll tell you what. Buy them books, send them to school, all they want to do is beat up a teacher.
Well, in my defense, I didn't beat her up. I kind of beat her up, but not physically beat her up.
All right.
See, where I was at is buying books in the school. What did he do? You hate the teacher.
Well, in this
What?
case, buy him a computer, send her to school, and what do you get? Nothing but bills.
And a broken computer.
Well, no, it's still working so far.
Oh,
I had to do a lot of work on it the other day. It slowed down to a crawl.
I don't know what you've been doing to the poor thing.
It was after you did your live stream.
Well, how much porn did you put on it after my live stream?
I don't do porn.
You don't do porn, but you watch it.
No, I don't. Holy crap, I can't stand porn.
no, she wasn't watching porn. She was watching corn.
Just watching how to grow corn effectively.
No, the rock group corn.
Yeah.
Korn or CORN?
Okay. Yeah. Cord.
Porn.
The ex-wife's, the wife's favorite groups.
What are you
Cord.
breaking your butt for?
Corn and Disturbed.
She's been doing that a lot. You need to check her butt.
I know it's cold, but man, you're pushing me off the bed, children.
She's been chewing.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can get her to relax enough to
No.
check her for fleas or it's all done. It's on.
I know she doesn't have fleas.
You watching Mama?
You have fleas.
Better watch her good. She's stealing Daddy's food. You better watch her.
You have fleas.
Stealing your Daddy's food.
Anything with the E sound, she goes, "What?"
Better watch her.
You have fleas. Yeah. My puppy Rosie has fleas.
She's after your daddy. Yeah, she's after your daddy.
You so silly.
You okay?
You so silly.
Like,
You are.
But just couldn't do a reset on your computer. You're the one who taught me that.
I love you. Yeah, you're a sweetheart.
Ah.
You.
Ah. Ah.
I love you.
No. Oh, I give up. I give up.
I love you.
Have mercy.
Yeah, you love Daddy.
Come here.
yeah, we know. We can still hear you.
Look, Ken. Look, Ken. Look, Ken.
So you just had to
Hear
remind
you, son of a bitch. Does
Oh,
the
your kids just
rocket ever quit?
died.
Only when Dreams goes to bed.
Uh-huh. Know it.
I love you.
Okay, are we done? No.
You need some.
Oh,
We're never done.
Yeah, Donna. I'm just doing 5,000 other things too.
I held that Papa.
Oh, buddy.
We're never done with loving, huh?
You need more time?
But We feel like brother. Feel brother.
Ah,
Bothered for a while.
Father, brother, that sounds a little wrong.
yep.
Oh,
Hey,
we
hey,
do
hey.
things a
Mother,
little
brother, sister,
differently in this house.
mother. Yeah.
That's all you get out of dreams is nothing but wrong.
Hey, Dad.
I can't. No. All I hear is nag.
Hey, Dad, you're number one in my heart right now.
Must be a high-powered race rocket we're running by.
You know, if you listen to him close enough, if Kawasaki goes by, it's actually saying Kawasaki. Yamaha's saying Yamaha. And Suzuki is going Suzuki. Listen closely.
You said go.
Hey, bro, I think Shannon's gonna kill you.
Hey, you gotta go party.
He was just outside.
Oh, we gotta go party. Okay. I'm not sure what she.
Ken,
I got
you gotta go potty, Ken.
She answered.
Oh, like she was looking at you like you had treats or something.
No, she asked you.
Oh my God, fat man in a little doorway.
Hey, Susan, does Ken gotta go potty to take Ken out on his leash too?
Yeah.
This is gonna be the next Gabby.
You playing?
This one person in this live stream kept on cracking me up because she kept on calling me Dreams Plaza. Like, well, that's kind of cool. You're making me think about what I should call it.
You got your own shopping center now. Dreams Plaza.
I don't care about people doing typos on my name. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's for my real name.
Why
I can handle
is
it.
that happening?
I was named after a 60s West Coast folk singer.
I
Really?
didn't know you were a lefty, Dreams. Right on. You know, left-handed people are the only ones in their right minds.
Damn,
Yeah,
skipping
exactly. Except for my brother, of course. He wasn't quite right ever.
That's
I
because he
really like
played
that
with
remark.
He was a bit off his whole entire life.
Yeah.
He had red hair, too.
My great aunt, tried to get my mom and dad to
Well, you know the
force
funny
me
part is,
to be a
funny part is-
right-hander.
funny part when I was in school, they frowned on you using your left hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would have been left-handed, I'm pretty sure, but I was forced to write with my right hand, and so I grew up being ambidextrous because my left hand was my strong.
Yeah.
Well, that's me. I used to piss them off. Like 1 week I'd use my left hand, the other week I'd use my right hand just to piss them off.
Yep.
Well, I handed knitting directions.
I didn't do nothing to it. That's why I left it sealed. I didn't want you to think I did something to it.
I'm not saying you do. Ooh, it's got the peanut butter shell on it.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
Wonder how much sugar.
You're right.
Yes.
I don't know, but try it.
Mmm.
Whoa, fuck, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, I already had one. I better not eat it. You can eat that. It's Nature Valley sweet and salty peanut.
Yeah.
I
Sweet and
can't
salty
have
nuts.
anything.
Yeah, if I told them at the start, buy them all.
That's because you would interfere with your peanut brain.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. My
Yeah.
dad tells me, "Oh, I'm allergic to peanuts too," and I'm like, "Thanks for telling me beforehand."
You had ignored it 200 pounds of peanuts I had delivered to your house.
No, I just give it to Tom.
Donna, hop up in the basement, then you won't have to worry about YouTube.
Yeah.
You can still type. She
Because
didn't even
we want to see the newest
She got
working
off the
shit.
steps and I said, hurry up, go potty. And then she stopped, climbed back up on the step, and went back in the house.
Too cold.
He didn't even want to go play.
Alexa,
We found out she wanted trees.
what's the temperature?
Yeah.
Right now, it's 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight,
Ooh,
expect a low of 19 degrees.
wow.
Good Monday.
Not here.
Fucking cold here.
Hey, Donna, are you cold in your 50 fucking degrees?
Right now, it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 64 degrees.
Oh,
Enjoy the
Donna probably have her parking on at 64.
Tomorrow, expect a high of 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Welcome to winter in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Alexa,
Hmm,
what's the
I
weather
don't know that
tomorrow?
one.
Oh, shut up. Go away.
Tomorrow in Rapid City, there will be partly sunny weather, with a high of 42 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 26 degrees.
Donna probably be running around in her parka with fucking 64 degrees tonight.
27 in where Dreams is.
And I go sit outside when it's 40 something degrees and have a cup of coffee with nothing but a t-shirt on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
You know I do.
Yeah.
Well, shit, 2 days ago, I started out the day delivering in a sundress, had to come home and put on pants, warm socks, and a warm shirt because it was like 30 degrees.
But the day previous, you did the opposite. You left in pants and fucking came back and changed into a fucking dress.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Yeah, pretty soon you'll be wearing long underwear in a parka.
Right?
That reminds me, I gotta go say some fingerless gloves for Tom's coworkers.
I was going to say, Mike, quit making fun of my wardrobe, man. I was testing a theory.
God, dude, I got the fucking munchies.
You smoke weed and you get the munchies? How does that work?
By proxy.
Sympathy thing.
I already ate 2 apples because I keep fucking craving shit, man.
I remember the first time I got sick from one of my second wife when she was pregnant with my first kid. I got sick as a dog, and Doc says, "Oh, there's a sympathy." I said, "There ain't no sympathy in it, man. This shit sucks." She should be the one puking in the morning, not me.
You would
Yeah.
already. Every word I say, you will follow my instructions.
Donna, what kind of comments are you saying? Because I actually went in and I blocked a few words
Yeah,
Oh,
just to find out
You won't see
if
it.
it worked.
if people are using them or not. I'm just curious to know
You
if
won't know.
Yeah.
It won't put the comment in the chat.
Well, Donna said that YouTube is blocking her comments, and so I'm trying to figure out if it's something she's saying.
Yeah, but you can't go by that because one time YouTube was blocking people for saying the word monkey.
Yeah.
yeah. Weird.
In a sentence.
Donna told Ken that she's actually hot.
Oh, yes, you are, baby.
Type it out and see what it does, Donna.
Anthony, don't get jealous. I was just saying. I'm just being observant. Fucking at least Anthony can take a fucking joke, man.
Yeah.
Enough of these fuckers, man. Jesus.
Hey, look, you know what I used to talk about? You gonna let him talk about your wife? Like I said, hey,
Damn right.
Okay,
at the end of
fair.
the end of
I don't know
the
why.
end of the night, I tell him at the end of the night, I know where she's gonna be, and I know what's gonna be in her mouth.
Oh man. Oh,
It ain't gonna be you.
yeah.
It's gonna be my pistol.
Yeah, my pistola.
Pistola.
Mm-hmm.
It's time
You know,
to.
this is turning out kind of cool.
Oh, penis.
Oh yeah.
He's got my penis.
See, I'm doing this in honor of certain people.
It's time to pollinate. Yeah.
Cathartic.
All right.
Well, I was told the flower was dead, but I said, ain't nothing wrong with keep pollinating it.
Yeah, yeah.
How's your flower? Has it been pollinated lately? Sorry, just had that.
God, what the hell?
I'm gonna let it air.
Air it out. Yeah, it's old. It's dying. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh fuck!
Dig him a hole deeper.
Susan, I'm on my 10th time around watching Disjointed on Netflix.
Oh, geez.
You know that sticker on their refrigerator in the grow room,
Yeah.
the round blue one?
Yeah.
You look at it.
Okay.
It has my real name.
Oh, funny. Chloe is playing, or Rosie. Shit,
Rosie.
I said that. Rosie is playing nurse.
Oh, look at that.
She's licking my owies.
Your wound.
Yeah. She's playing nurse with
More.
you.
Oh,
There's
hi.
actually bacteria in a dog's mouth that will kill bacteria that gets into wounds and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, Susan,
That's
out of
why-
all of the stuff that Tom bought me today, I'm more excited about this.
What is it?
Aquafina water.
I'll tell you one time I had 3rd-degree burns right back here,
Yep.
and my dog would break her neck trying to lick it.
Yep.
I mean,
HS with cats.
There was a guy that used to he basically lived with a pack of wolves in England,
Mhm.
and they they'd be playing rough and stuff like that, and they'd accidentally bite him or something like that, or maybe not so accidentally, but as soon as they did it, they would turn around and they would start grooming him and licking that area, and he
Yeah.
never had infections or anything like that.
Yeah.
He actually ended up getting sick, and he had to leave the pack for like 6 months, and he came back, and the day he came back, they killed him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the scent to him done.
Well, and a new pack leader had been chosen.
Yeah.
That pack leader was not going to stand by and let him be infected.
Right. No. Well, if Omega decides you're not welcome, you're not welcome.
Yep.
My brother, the one who's known me since I was 1 day old, my brother's friend, he's got wolves. Got his own wolves.
Cool.
He wanted to bring his wolves over to my house with a bunch of cats, and I'm like,
Oh, hell no.
I don't think that's gonna work out. I'll meet you somewhere. I'll go meet your wolf someplace else.
Yeah.
Wolf is gorgeous, but he says, "Oh, she's just like a big kitten or stuff." And I'm like, "Well, my cats don't know that."
Right.
Oh,
I can
my
imagine
dog
this
walking,
wolf walking in here.
water, the cat took off.
I can just imagine this wolf walking into your house and all of your cats going poof.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice.
The other day, a dog walked up to my ramp,
Oh,
and
wow.
my cats were sitting on my windowsill, screaming at this dog in high pitched. It's like, get the hell off my lawn!
That's funny.
I'm here. Come here, Bubby.
Ball. Hit the ball.
Yeah.
Hit the ball. Hit the ball.
This
That's
is
why-
the one that's got one blue eye, one green eye.
Huh.
He's my good looking boy.
That's why I ended up having to get rid of my wall. I didn't get rid of him. I gave him to my uncle to keep at his farm because my neighbor's got like 30 cats.
Mm.
And he won't go after them, but if they come over the fence, he'd kill them.
Oh, yeah.
And finally I had to get rid of them because I mean it wasn't his fault, wasn't my fault. They just wasn't keeping their cats in their yard, you know.
Yep.
And and I know it's impossible to keep a cat because if a cat decides it's going to wander, it's going to wander.
Well, here in our trailer park, they don't allow your cats to be outside cats.
Right.
And they put traps around to catch
them.
Part of that I found out is because they're stray cats.
Yeah, I know.
They're trying to catch all them stray cats, and if yours is running around and it happens to get caught, sorry about your luck, sucker.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
If
stray
you're
cat.
caught without a fucking leash on, sorry about your luck, sucker.
Yep.
Oh, that's a mandatory law here. They
Oh,
have to have leash and collar and light.
If you get caught with your dog not on a leash, dude,
Yeah.
you're going to jail.
Yep.
Yep.
And oh my God, if that motherfucker ever bit a kid, Jesus Christ, that dog would be instantly shot and you'd have charges.
My stepdaughter's former dog and my neighbor's dog were related. They were father and son, and they got out one night. They each respectively got out of their yards and ganged up and attacked another neighbor dog. But this was the same neighbor dog that for the last 2 years had been coming in and attacking my dogs and attacking them when they were in their own yards and all that. And I think they just went out for revenge. Well, unfortunately, the Humane Society or the Black Hills ASPCA or whatever, they didn't see it that way. They rounded up the dogs, took them, and within 5 days they were put down. And the dog that was the actual problem still lives in that fucking trailer court.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Ridiculous.
Yep.
But
that's the way it goes a lot of times. They end up killing everyone but the troublemaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like that woman that moved here from where's she says it was part of California. She's having trouble with a dog, and she called the sheriff department because where she lived, that's all the people come out there, sheriff department. In this state, you don't call the sheriff department on a dog, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because they shoot it on sight. If it's not collared or tagged, it gets shot on sight.
What the fuck?
Because we don't have like a shelter or what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They do it the old school way. If no one claims it, it don't have tags or anything, bullet. Especially if it's aggressive. Especially if it's aggressive dog. Yeah.
Those sausage patties are so good, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't want another one.
You're gonna.
I'm not gonna. No, I will try it later. And
It's fine. Leave it in there.
okay, whatever. Laura bars are kind of gross.
But look at what it's called.
Yeah, I'll try it, but those are kind
Trade nibble.
Jesus.
That's fucking good. You don't think that's good?
No.
What?
Oh man, that would have been a great screenshot right there.
I don't know what the fuck I thought. That was disgusting.
Y'all see that, man? She just made me have a flashback. What did you put in my mouth? It wasn't me.
Wow, that was really like, ugh.
Oh, I really like them.
Well, there are yours. I don't know how much they're going to raise your blood sugar, but probably way too much because those are all carbs.
There's a lot of stuff that happens because I eat certain things and I think it's great. She'll taste and go. So I say everybody.
I tasted that, and I literally couldn't taste anything, and it was like the ultimate in bland to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't taste anything in there. It was just like
You didn't get a blueberry then.
cardboard in my mouth.
Okay, Susan, I gotta ask.
Just try it
How
again.
do you know what cardboard tastes like?
Mike, she did say cardboard in her mouth, not board in her mouth. She said cardboard.
Yeah. I didn't say a word.
You're a bunch of thinking it.
Unfortunately, she's
We heard
home.
you thinking out loud.
I must depart once again.
Hmm.
She's getting me to go to bed soon.
Yeah.
Watch movie time, I guess. Or kill more demons. I don't know.
Concentrating on what I'm trying to
See you
read.
later.
All right, Mike. You have
All
a good
right,
one, man.
take it easy, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you for having me up.
Yep.
Night, Mike.
Well, we're at 3 hours, and I'm getting tired, so I think I'm going to hit the hay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming and hanging out for a while.
Of course. I'm gonna be going live stream tomorrow or something. I gotta get his schedule under wraps before I can figure out what I can do.
Yeah.
Well, good night, y'all two. Y'all have a good one.
Good night,
everybody.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
See you here, everybody. Bye.